this morning, body aching, moving is a burden. I can't lift my head. Slotted light on fabric, cross your imprint, shadows, gilded pictures, haunting me in bed. We were young and gave it all for save me from the side of myself. I cannot look away, about to crash into my face. Just another day on the shelf. Pull me from my silhouette. Years have been estranged. Now a broken shell remains. I cannot embrace what I regret. Round and round, around I go. The spinning makes me ill. An image held inside the very world I build. Please help me now, 'cause I can't even feel enough to know if I get out. I'm numb to the pain, but hollow without. Floating in a world of glass, I can imitate. Got a smile worth its weight. When the mirror breaks, there's someone asks. Round and round, around I go. The spinning makes me ill. A hostage held inside the very world I build. Please help me now, 'cause I can even feel enough to know if I get out. Will I allow another friend to try and help and fail on my account? I'm numb to the pain and hollow without.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Contender Finals. We have a bit of a show for you today. Storm versus Nekomatas, Wet versus YC. And I believe it's going to be a little bit of a banger. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. A little bit of a banger matchup here for sure. A little unfamiliar with the contender off the top of my head, but I do know that I always get to rep Tugglebub and YC, and then I am very excited for new franchise with Drip coming in and being the new franchise doing well across multiple tiers, which so it should be we got interesting storylines for today, especially.
Yeah, definitely. And both of your casters are from YC, so if a little bit of bias slips through, just allow it, please.
Please allow. Please allow.
Oh yeah, so I think I'll start us off. Definitely, obviously, you got to give it to my boys YC. I think they're going to end up taking it 2-1 when we go into the predictions here. Not just looking at stats wise, and putting bias to the side. I think Nekomatas overall has a stronger lineup. I think a lot of them have been playing together for a really long time. Mike, Tuggle, NX has been on the team for a long time. In fact, actually, YC's GM and 2 AGMs are all on the contender team. So I believe that there's definitely a lot more cohesiveness with the team. And I believe that what we have seen from them so far, they can really, really they have the potential to stomp some of these teams in the mud here. So.
Yeah, hard agree. Yeah, I think I have it as 2-1 as well, and same reason. I think it's just hard to. I've always been a big proponent of that Tuggle has a big X factor. He has played 3 seasons. This is his 3rd consecutive. All 3 seasons he's made finals. Obviously, he's also won 2 of them, so this is another 3rd. But we'll see how this goes. And obviously, he said there's a lot of synergy with people playing together for a long time. So, and a little bit of bias. So.
Yeah, totally.
Cool. I wish I had. I was gonna try to pull up the other thing to note though is that this is if you want to give a little bit of points to Drip here, they have 2-0'd everyone all the way through their bracket run here. There is exactly one game in which YC went 2-1 against UPS, so there is like a bit of. If you want to go just by scoreline, it's definitely not unforeseeable that it is for sure locked in. But
yeah, and totally. And to give another point to Storm here, they do have the overall higher peak, and Nekomatas does have the overall lower slope. We have a Cure here with a 1.33 overall rating throughout the entire season, and Nekomatas NX with a 0.8 rating throughout the entire season. Storm's lowest rating being a 0.92, and Neko's highest rating being a 1.16. So if you do look at the numbers there, Storm does have a little bit of a higher peak than them. But again, that could turn into something. That could turn into a disaster for them. They could have somebody dropping 30 kills and a couple people dropping 5 kills. I believe the Nekomatas are a lot more closely grouped together, and I believe that's why we're going to see a little bit of a better game for them. And that's still why they're kind of edging it out for me here. Is they're just so much closer together in stats. So.
We have effective flashes stat. I believe we're about to pull up something for Tuggle here. I don't have the stats in front of me, but
I don't have the stats in front of me either.
Oh no, I'm pulling them up as we speak.
I have. So. Okay. Yeah, I think the stream is delayed a little bit, so I think I can't. There we go.
Yeah,
you are completely fine. All right.
Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, so you have Tuggle versus Spidey here. We're seeing Tuggle with these 20 effective flashes average.
And that's 20 a game. That's 20 effective flashes a game. 54% headshot rating, 73% cast, 86 DAR, looking pretty nice, and a 1.09 rating. Man, those flashes. Storm might be blind the whole game.
They might be blind. Looking at the resident, and then we have Splat versus Papa. I'll let you run through this one. We're just going head-to-heads here.
We have Splat here with a 1.04 rating, and Papa with a 0.92. Looking at it. Overall, actually pretty close to each other. The ratings are pretty close. ADR close. Cast is pretty close. Yeah, everything looks pretty close. So again, these two players are probably they play similar roles as well. So we're probably going to see a lot of similarities between these two throughout the entire series tonight. Pitching it out a little bit for SplatX here. He does have the better rating and ADR. The only thing he does not have better is effective flashbangs, and that goes to Papa Cap with 9. So
Yeah, but we got they got Tuggle to make up on average, so there is that. And then you got Redeemed versus Complex.
My favorite player, Redeemed, 1.16 rating versus a 1.04, higher ADR again, higher cast, equal effective flashbangs, but a lower headshot percentage. And I believe that's because, you can correct me if I'm wrong, I believe Redeemed is the AWPer, is he not?
It has
No,
been
he's
tossed
not.
around. I
It's
do
been
not
tossed
believe
around?
so. Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
I believe actually Annex is the AWPer in the current setup. But yeah, so here you don't need the bot. You don't need the headshot if you get the higher DAR anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Then we have Annex versus Heal and Crush. This is the AWPer. So yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure as of right now, the resident shaky aim of CSC for Annex has decided does shaky aim doesn't matter if you just one click and they're dead.
Yeah.
So you got 0.8 versus 1.13. This is probably sort of again transitional. You can see that Heal and Crush having a bit of the leading on a lot of these stats outside of effective flashes with higher ADR, KST, and headshot percentage. A big. This could be sort of the X factor is the big difference in just the rating and the ability for these two players to put out in the terms of the difference. Like you had talked about, this is sort of the op. I know their AWPer for YC has been a sort of weird role that they've been trying to find and settle on. They're kind of playing more Team Liquidy, old Team Liquid with a lot of pseudo opping going on. So this could be something where if Heal and Crush puts up a big performance, this could be a big difference maker for Storm.
Definitely. We got Mike and Cure here. Cure obviously being the heavy hitter here with a 1.33 rating and a fantastic profile picture, by the way. We have Guts with a mustache and a Hawaiian shirt. That's fantastic. Yeah. Higher ADR as well. Casts are pretty similar. Effective flashbangs, not so much, but who needs effective flashbangs when you have a 1.33 rating throughout the entire season? A 40% headshot. So, yeah, just out Mike and everything, but effective flashbangs and headshot percentage. But does look like for their roles, Cure does take the cake a little bit. Mike seems to be a little more of a team player here. But shoot, if Cure is able to go in this series and just tap heads and take bodies the entire time, it's going to be a tough game for YC all day. If Cure is able to put up a 1.33 rating across this entire series, it's going to look tough for YC. No doubt in my mind.
I mean, even in what a pretty dominant season, it's hard to say that Cure averaging pretty much a kill a round. Just you think of insane. How many it's so crazy to even just think about it. So that's going to be a rough one to we'll see what they manage to do. But yeah, that'll be difficult to overcome if Cure goes in really hard this series.
Yeah, 100% it will.
And we're still waiting on game as it is being told. But do you have anything else you want to? Any other thoughts on this system?
I do. I did cast the last game with YC, and they did win with the substitute, if that is anything to gawk at. They did have a substitute for the semifinals, and they won 2-0. So I don't know if that's much to be said. Obviously, that could be a double-edged sword. Annex coming back into the lineup. We could see a stronger YC, or, if Annex, puts up a little bit of a worse performance, we might see an even worse performance from YC, because last game, Ende did pretty well in his position. Ende picked up the op. He did pretty well. He was getting necessary kills. So we definitely need to see Annex output today. Again, kind of going back to that op position. I know we say it kind of moves back and forth, just going to really whoever feels hot with it. But if the op is in Annex's hands, we really need to see some banger shots coming out from him today in order to, put at that performance that Ende gave them last match day.
Yep, and it is interesting just in terms of the what you were talking about, the sub with Ende being the sub. Ende did come out just barely on all the matches, but it was pretty close. But overall, Ende did sit at the bottom, so there is theoretically room for that to still be like Ende was not the reason that they were winning. So I think there's plenty of chances for this to go either way, like you said.
Yeah, definitely. Double-edged sword all the way.
Double-edged sword, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit of dead time. Yeah. No, I am excited. Little dead time, but we're waiting for your match to start. I'm excited to see Yeah, I think this is going to be really interesting on the side of. I'm interested to see how the star performers in Healing, Crush, and Cure especially do. Especially with across the board, it seemed like at least on just the kind of boil down of the stats that we saw, effective flashes being the really big difference maker between both teams. You can see Nekomatas really having the high effective flashes stat. Generally, that was the one thing they excelled at across the board over all their peers. And so I think if those end up sticking that way, it could be a lot easier for Mike per se to continue to go off and continue his high ADR stats versus like Cure if he's getting shut down by flashes and is unable to see and you're not taking good fights. That could be a difference maker as well. So
Yeah, if Cure is blind the entire game, I would be surprised to see a 1.33 rating coming up for him. So definitely, that is definitely a great point here. I don't know if Storm has even faced a team that had a util rating like Nekomatas does when you think about it. That effective flashbang is actually insane because there are players in higher tiers and in pro level that don't even have effective flashbangs like that. So talk about really carrying the team on his back with the flashbangs there. So again, it's going to be hard for anybody on Storm to frag out if they're blind. So
yeah. That is for sure true, and we're still just kind of waiting on some game. I wonder what the maps are going to be. I don't know if they already done pick ban.
I think they have already done pick ban. If I can find a way to pull it up, I believe. In fact, actually, it is. I know what it is. It's Vertigo, Nekomatas pick, Overpass is the Storm pick, and we have Anubis as the decider map if we need it.
Interesting. I'm interested to see. Vert, I know, is a big comfort thing. Overpass is the one I'm really interested to see. I know from the little bit of looking into, I believe that's the big Storm comfort. But we're getting word that we are about to start, so we can finally stop. We'll finally have some more direction here, and we can stop trying to fill some time.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm interested to see how Overpass goes. I am a little bit iffy on my prediction. If it does go to 3 maps with it being Anubis, I think that could be I could be wrong, but I don't think that's a big Tanukis. But we're in warm up. Okay, I thought we were about to go straight into pistol, and I got all excited.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
it's all good.
Speaking of, I can fill some more dead time here since Anubis is the decider map. We did see the Nekomatas play Anubis on the last match day, and that was, I don't remember what team they were facing, but it was the other team's pick, and they did struggle a little bit on T side. They struggled a little bit on T side. They had a fantastic CT side and almost completely shut them out. So,
yeah. But I think this is pistol, actually. It seems like we got a little ahead of ourselves. So this is pistol.
Oh,
so
okay.
we're right into it.
Cool. All right. Wow.
All right. So it looks like we have just a big old group push here in mid from YC. No, they have their one smoke and their one flash. They're just gonna pass one. It looks like we finally got some contact being made.
Spotty on the tunnel above. Redeemed on the Cure. Squad-X, wow, good couple of kills coming out from the Nekomatas here. Pushing onto the B-bomb site that is completely empty. Spidey and Papa Cap left to do it in a 2v4. Spidey trying to get something from CT. Nekomatas doing a good job of not really giving him anything.
Yeah, Spidey has the kit, so it is doable if they get a lot of kills, but Splat-X was really good. I actually missed the, oh, nice nade from Papa Cap. Splat-X, it looks like they're going to go for it. So Spidey, Papa Cap, going for this retake.
I'll try to get the shot. Redeemed hits a nice one on Spidey. And Redeemed hits another nice one on a Papa Cap, and that's Nekomatas taking the pistol round.
Yeah, what I was trying to say before when I thought they were going to go for the save here is Splat-X was actually sitting at the stairs and got a really good pinch off as the mid contact came up the stairs behind, and I believe got this really nice pinch and just instantly cleared out the B-bomb site. So really well done for Nekomatas there.
Yeah. And we are seeing a force buy from Storm, and you know what? Why not? MP9, very, very deadly gun. Only one AK on the side of Nekomatas. So while they do have a little bit advantage when it comes to the firepower, this is still not a bad buy from Storm. No util on their side. But if they can get these MP9s up and roaring, this is going to be a promising round here for Storm, and they might be able to clap this one right back.
Yep, this is a dangerous one to walk into. Complex is the only one that's going to have a hard time with the no armor here. I don't think that was intentional, but I think it is definitely the force buy here being a little dangerous if they manage to get it. But we see this is a classic Togebuff.
Walks
right. Yeah, walks right. Lots of contact again. They really favor this mid play, but the smoke is going to ward it off and prevent. Oh, but Complex and Cure picking up 2 kills from the B stairs.
And
Spidey.
now we're just after the only gun left in the round, and he's done. Spidey and Cure cleaning it up mid. Wow, what an amazing mid hold.
Yeah, a little unfortunate to just one blind yourself on the mid peak there as well as, but then just again, I think they tried to force that mid push a bit too hard, walking into the double stack with the boost and making it really hard with the smoke going up and making it hard to really chase down the 2 players on the box there. Really well done from Storm.
Yeah, definitely, and yeah, seeing the reverse force buy coming out from Nekomatas here. 1 MAC-10, a couple of Tech 9s on the board. That no armor buy from Complex last round isn't an issue anymore.
Nope. It is, but now there is just the 1 flashbang to the name, so I'm interested to see what Nekomatas does. Once again, they really want this mid pressure. And looks like Cure is ready for it now.
You're going to be dropping that defensive smoke and giving himself cover. Nice kill on the front there, trying to spam through the smoke. Got the sky through the smoke. Good kill from NX. I need to trade him out.
They give him over an elevator. Oh, I find the one way.
Healing Crush doing a good job on site. 1v1 here now. Player behind him, and Healing Crush takes care of that. Papa Cap was going to be right behind him anyway, so definitely going to be a hard round for them to win there. But they did put up a pretty interesting fight for the guns that they had. So
yeah, I think for sure finding the big kill on the jump up there and managing to almost get into sight just would have been crazy to get the bomb plant down. But now we're just on to a straight full save with the Glock. So let's see what they can do with it.
See if we go for a side pop here, and it looks like we might get a ramp push. And we are. They're taking it slow here. Not making too much noise over the grate. Don't want to let them know.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see... Oh, they're already popping out. I thought we were going to have some moment while they're going to phase that.
Yeah, popping out with a good nade. Wow, fantastic nade. Splat X pop. He does die. Mike kills Papa Cap. Looking to keep him off so they can get the bomb plant. And a bomb plant is what they did. Fantastic round already for a full Glock round. Splat X left in the 1v4, and now the 0v4. Bomb plant out of the full Glock round. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all.
Yeah, that's about all you can really ask for in a full Glock round. It was really unfortunate. Pavakab just kind of running with the back exposed there. Just doesn't even get any sort of trade. Just gets gunned down by 3 Glocks to just nothing Pavakab can do about that one.
Yeah. Nope, not at all.
Kind of need to look at the enemy, but
yeah.
But it looks like we'll finally see a real gun round coming out here from Nekomatas after the Force by Wars.
Yeah, good vibe from both teams here, so definitely see what these 2 teams are capable of here.
Yeah, we're seeing a bit more default spread coming out with the 3 ramp looking like and some mid and some B stairs presence from Nekomatas. Really just exchanging some utility over on the ramp here. And it looks like...
This is interesting from Storm, electing to not even fight for ramp control. They don't even have anybody's sandbags. There is no presence towards forward ramp, but there are 3 A still. Cure is here, the highest fragger, bouncing between mid, and he's going to be coming back to mid. I believe that's Tugglebug sneaking out mid there, trying to get around that smoke. Cure watching for the jump up. Healing Crush does take Splat X down towards the B stairs. Cure trying to find something through the smoke there, not able to quite meet the mark.
But Juggler's really nicely done. That is, let's see if they can figure out the 2 and 2 here. If they find the split here and they manage to make the call correctly, well, I guess it's 2 and 2. So if they just group up, I'm expecting to see a group up here. And yeah, you can see Tugbob start moving back, and it looks like with all this A ramp control they got, they're just gonna take it A.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a smarter move here. Group up, take it A, 4v4.
Spidey gets his yeah. Oh, Papa Cap lurks out behind the smoke because they're missing a left side smoke. And Papa Cap gets the free kill. And a second. It's just Mike. 1v3.
And Yellow takes Mike down, and it is a 0v3. Storm up 4-1, and pretty convincingly as well. Good round from them.
Yeah, I was expecting that to go a little smoother on the execute, but they just, I don't know if they'd used their smokes already, but they didn't put up a left side smoke. And it kind of just made it impossible for them once the trade came through on the person on near side hall, yellow wall there. It was kind of impossible for them to like get onto site when Papa Cap just swings out in front of the other smokes. Really not what you want to see on a just execute there, and they're back on the force.
And
we're back on a half.
Yeah, and it looks like we're getting that standard A-ramp setup that we did the last time. And it works out, Papa Cap goes down, and Spidey goes down as well. So we've got a nice little 3v3 retake here going on. Again, they're gonna get bombed down. Really making use of these force buy or half buy and eco pushes. And that bomb down is huge. NX taken down to 13, Cure down to 45. Complex now down to 18 as well.
Yeah, this is looking a bit sketchy here. Cure is behind, but it seems like they've already called it out. You can see that they're aware of it.
And Cure's gonna get two. Being chased down by Tugglebug. Tugglebug does find Cure, but now it's Tugglebug in the 1v2. They're sticking it. They're sticking it right now. Does that nade? Is able to kill him and get him off the bomb. Does he Crush have time? He does.
Does he have time? I think he does. I think so, yeah.
He just barely does. Just barely has time for that defuse there. And wow, what a close round. From a half bind to almost a round win. Tugglebug doing his absolute best there. Wasn't able to edge it out. We're going to see 5-1 Storm now. Storm continuing to climb and increase their win. It's 5 in a row for them.
Yeah, 5 in a row. The ramp controls are a little sketchy, but it doesn't seem to really have mattered. I mean, Heal and Crush, again, while they have had some close rounds, I don't think the eco is super bad on Storm here. Heal and Crush is sitting on, at the end of the round, was on 15.5K. So your money is not really an issue for Storm right now, and even though the rounds are getting kind of close, it's not really translating to the econ damage that you want if you're Nekomatas, but we'll see at the end of this round if they can string one more close round. I think they might be able to actually push Storm to a little unfortunate. Oh, as I'm talking.
So dangerous. Through the smoke on the Papa Cap. Papa Cap getting a little jittery there through the smoke, not being patient, didn't want to wait for it to kill out, so decides to spam it. Does get popped in the face for that. NX punishing him very well. Very good opening kill there for NX.
Yeah,
we're just have the number advantage.
Yep, and we're seeing again Tuggle just sitting outside this jump up position, just sitting there lurking as they establish more ramp dominance. Cure is gonna pick up one as I talk about this ramp dominance from Nekomatas. Continuing to be a thorn in their side.
The spam there onto Cure. NX not gonna find much more than one bullet going through. Cure now hiding behind the wooden box, so he cannot be spammed out.
Cure's kind of put it Tuggle
with two absolutely does not care. Finds that mid presence, kills the B player, then kills the CT player. Tugglebug now has B, drops the AK for the op, which is the better weapon for him since he is on 6 HP. And he's going to be scoping up, and Cure and Spidey going to have a tough time finding their way onto this site.
Yeah, they were struggling a bit, but then, Spidey's going to pick up one as I'm trying to talk.
But Tugglebug does get Cured. Spidey is done. Good round from Nekomatas and pretty convincing as well. Fantastic mid lurk there from Tugglebug, able to get through, kill the B player, and then kill the CT player as well, while the rest of the team is distracted on A ramp. So fantastic round there from Tugglebug.
Yeah, I think you've seen kind of how the Nekomatas like default style of round that they're wanting to do. They're really just looking for Tugglebub to make those big. He's in a really big thorn in their side in these mid lurks every round. He's either getting at least one, already up to 7 kills on him. Like there's a lot of he's really just putting a lot of pressure out on mid or making them worry about that mid presence constantly. And they're going straight for a fast ramp push here.
And it's getting a little feisty with the op. I like to see that. Definitely love to see that from your opper. A little confidence in themselves, trying to get that first pick off. Tugglebub. Meanwhile, absolutely demolishing mid right now. This Tugglebub is on fire in mid right now. Annex kills Spidey. Trades out. Tugglebub with another complex. And Tugglebub has once again single-handedly taken the B site on his own. No from anyone else. Tugglebub is a monster right now.
Yeah, this is kind of fragging performance that you see the IGL putting up, and you go, well, I guess we're gonna be we're having a hard time today. Not something you want to see the enemy IGL doing double solo entries out of a mid lurk consistently. Not something you want to be if you're
Storm. 2 rounds in a row now. Definitely would be scaring me a little bit, shaking in my boots. IGL putting up gun numbers is definitely a good sign for you.
Yeah, Nekomatas is really happy about that. It looks like we're just looking at a save here from PapaCap. Because, yeah, like I said, with the last round, they've now managed to break the eco, it looks like. So anything that they can keep going to this next round is going to be a nice help to at least make it close, if not confirm the round for them.
Definitely. And I don't know what we're going to see, but PapaCap has a good chance to be the only gun in the next round, depending on how Storm wants to survive. PapaCap does survive.
Yeah, he does survive. They tried to go hunting to see if they could rip that gun out of the hands of PapaCap. Doesn't really work out. Really interested to see what they're going to do to respond to this mid pressure. They're kind of, like you had called out earlier, they're kind of giving up a lot of free ramp control. They're throwing the ramp smoke, but they're not following up on it much. And then with the mid pressure, Tugglebub's just been throwing this little lurk smoke out for the jump up boxes and just kind of sits there and waits for them to give him something.
Yeah,
and it's working.
Tugglebub definitely heard me last stream. I definitely gave him access into the stick. They are pushing mid, and Tugglebub takes care of that pretty quickly. Kills Helen Crush and dinks Complex in the process. I believe that was through somebody as well. He's gonna find it. Tugglebub on Spidey. Cure does find Splat X with that 5-7. Nice find from him. Gonna lead to an AK in his hands, and
they do finally call it out with that nice smoke up on the bridge. This is gonna make it hard to chase it down further. Yeah, he does. Tugglebub did get the one. PapaCap going down pretty early there, it looked like. I kind of lost in the whole stream of craziness. Oh, gets Complex as well. But yeah, I think that almost got a little scary once they were able to kind of cross over into the ladder room there. Kind of can get scary because your flank's a lot more exposed when they can get across and be behind you, especially with the majority of your players up on ramp.
I'm not too sure about this, but Cure may not survive to see the next round. Now, he's playing in a good position.
Ooh.
Little ramp spot there, but he's getting hunted. Tugglebub wants this kill, but he's not going to get it. He is going to take Cure down to half HP, but that's not going to matter. Cure is going to go into the next round with that AK, and that's going to lead to Storm not having to buy a gun, which could be crucial if they do end up losing this round. So that's good for the economy of them. Nice of them to be able to at least get a gun out of that eco round.
Yeah, really don't want them from Cure to stay alive there. I think the Nekomatas just needed to chill for a second and go a little bit more together when they confirmed the position, but you know, it's hard to say, easy to say on the sidelines here, but once again, we're just going to see a nice little default ramp control with side hall smoke coming up, and they're just going to walk out on the ramp. Kind of like uncontested again.
I'm not going to complain about a bloodthirsty Tugglebub, though. I love to see
it. You never complain. It's definitely good. Really, Tugglebub wants that third consecutive CSC win.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you? That'd be insane.
Oh, yeah. So we're looking at it. Again, they kind of give it the ramp control, and this time, if they just execute, we're looking at there's only 2 on site here. I think with this lurk smoke, yeah, they're really worried about this lurk smoke over here. They have 2 people posted up waiting to check for this lurk smoke fade, and they finally seem to know that something's up. But it's kind of too late. The execute's coming down.
Not able to find it. That nade is going to do some damage. Mike taken down to 7 HP. Not quite sure if he was dinked or what happened. Pretty sure he was dinked. And Now, this is a hard position for Storm. They're going to go, definitely not the hardest retake map, but definitely not the easiest either. The bomb's planted in a super good position. Tug Above is in a fantastic position as well. Does get hit out while I'm talking about that. On to 2 HP now. Some fights.
Yeah, but it looks like it's trying to retake, but again, like you said, not the hardest, but it is 5 on 4, and the bomb planted for them. Splat gets a spray down.
Spidey trying to claw it back, but is not able to. Redeem shuts down any hope of any defuse there for Spidey, any hope of any round win, and now we have a tied game. Nekomatas really putting their foot in the door now with these last couple of rounds.
Yeah, I think again we're gonna keep harping on it because it's kind of become the focal point of their attack here on the T side. But Tug Above's mid presence has really scared them, and even with just that one lurk smoke, you're spending $300, and he's throwing out this lurk smoke in mid, and 2 players posted up waiting for it to fade for the majority of that round start, and that can be kind of terrifying if you are on the side of the Storm.
Exactly. He doesn't even have to be there, and they're terrified of him. Another thing I do want to point out, since this is a little bit of a half by, so I'm going to give myself some time to talk about this. Storm, if they want a chance to take this CT side, they need to put A ramp presence. Giving them A site and just trying to fight for the back of site is 90% of the time not going to work on this map. You need to be able to fight for that A ramp control because it is so crucial to be able to stop the T's from coming up that ramp. Once they have that ramp control, they're able to throw util on the site. They're able to do whatever they want. So if you're going to play back from those back positions, right, you're just going to end up getting mollied, naded, smoked off, right, if you allow them to have that ramp control. So I want to personally see Storm try and fight for this A ramp. If they, if they want to start putting up a little bit more of a fight, they need to start taking a little more, I guess, more chances when it comes to their side. Trying to maybe fight Tug Above. We do have a full retake here. Nobody on the B side. It is going to be a full retake. They're getting those down.
Really able to mount the retake very effectively. I was a little worried while you were talking. I was about to make a comment. I was waiting for the end of it, but they were being very nervous about walking onto this site, and they did have a full B site. I was really surprised they didn't even try to probe it to just investigate and walk out for free, and that almost caused a bit of mayhem, but turns out retakes are hard if you just all die.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, no, I think for sure you're looking at maybe not risk, but I mean they're just kind of giving up one of the biggest map control points right here, and it's definitely causing some issues because, like you said, that was just what happened in the previous gun round. Is they just kind of took A ramp and then they executed from A ramp. So.
And then we sticking to their guts. Cure does find Tug Above mid though, so that they are going to feel a little bit confident mid here. Cure definitely coming back to try and help A, it looks like, with some util. Redeem onto Spidey. NX looking for something here, side ball.
Yeah, it looks like they've just said, we know you're not fighting us ramp, and we're just going to take the free space and give us a free execute. And yep, and they execute once again. They set up the very good smoke ball. Mollies go down, and they have A site. And this is kind of what we've been harping on. We're going to get into the retake here, but yeah, this is why you can't do this. Ooh, good kill from Cure.
Good kill from Cure. Cure is low, and so is Complex as well. HP advantage for Nekomatas.
Yeah, and this is...
retake, however.
This site in particular can be really rough to retake. You can see how hard it is to try to clear spaces without even just with the util because, and wow, I don't even know where the other player was.
Redeemed, ending the round. But yeah, definitely going back to it, and it just needs to be pointed out, no matter how many times I have to say it this game, Storm is going to have to fight. They're going to have to fight mid. They're going to have to fight A ramp. They're going to have to find these fights because if they're not putting themselves in these positions to put presence there, they're just saying, hey, we're scared of you. We're just going to let you run over us. So they really need to put their best foot forward, and I hope this is what they're talking about on this timeout right now, realizing that, hey, we need A ramp control because if we just keep giving it to them, we're going to get utiled out, and we are not going to have a fun rest of this half, right?
Yeah, I think also they're coordinating. It's either they got to be talking about that, and then they're probably looking at some sort of what I'm expecting to be a half by here, maybe some sort of set play with they're on a little bit of sketchy economy. It is round 12, so you're kind of looking at probably doing a half by here, and that should set you up, I believe, if my numbers are correct. You should get set up for the rest of the half. But yeah, I think on the CT side, they really need to find an answer to just they really need to change up their ramp control. And it may be that this is a really good punish pick if it seems like that's not going to happen. This might have just been the perfect call out from Nekomatas on the punish pick here to say you don't do ramp very well. We'll just punish it. So
yeah, definitely could definitely be the result of some good demo review, and I wouldn't count it out. Meanwhile, Redeem does kill Papa Cap, who was trying to take some A ramp control with a pistol, however.
And they are just storming, for pun intended, right up ramp here. Nekomatas are just gonna take this space once again. A lot of really difficult smokes to push through, which is cool, but I don't know if that was a miss smoke. Spidey gets one on the close angle. Annex getting once again the smoke criminal out here. Annex
Is cheating.
Spamming smoke for another.
Check him piss ASAP. Complex and Spidey. Is Spidey able to take down Complex with 2. Complex taking down Tugglebug and Splatx. Mike now in the 1v1 situation, relatively same HP. Spidey does not have a kit, but Spidey does kill Mike, and he's got enough time for the defuse. So a half buy from Storm the retake turns into a round win, an absolute disaster. Fall apart for the Nekomatas there. Not quite sure what happened. Definitely wasn't expecting so many kills in such a quick succession like that. Dude, fantastic round there from Storm. That retake was great.
Yeah, Complex, I believe if I was reading them out correctly, their Complex came on a big late flank there and just really caught them with their backs turned and got the 2, and then got traded out by Mike, but not before he put Mike down to half, and that becomes a lot harder 1v1, even because they had armor, so the AKs get picked up, and now suddenly it's a doable 2v1 on the field of Storm. Really good flank there from Complex, if I read that correctly. So
yeah, totally, definitely. Wow, okay, Mike saying we don't care that you're trying to put a presence down. He's going to take down Spidey. Once again, they had pretty good A ramp control. Pop Cap, they find some spam, a little bit of spam for that gap. Again, giving up the A site. Nekomatas 5 alive, and the bomb is down. And this is like maybe the 3rd round this game that we've seen this happen. And that, to me, that's just amazing that they're able to do this. Tugglebug taking down Cure, being the absolute monster that he is. Yeah,
we'll talk about this retake, but there's some interesting. Yeah, this is getting. Looks like the save is getting called, so that saves me from the retake thing. This is 13, so yeah, looks like they're trying to save some econ so they can fight next round here. But yeah, I think just the feeling of being able to take it to him, say, hey, we're just gonna rush ramp. We're just gonna send 5. You guys. They know that they're not stopping it. They don't fight for ramp very well, so there's very little risk on the side of Nekomatas. Just say, hey, we walk out ramp. We trade. We know there's only like 2, maybe 3 tops. We just trade it out. We're gonna get the site for free.
Yeah,
Mike
definitely.
knifing Annex, and Papa getting Tuggle, but I'm not sure what just happened there. But someone record that, get that, and we'll ask later if we get the chance to interview. But yeah, let's see how this last round goes. Maybe they'll finally crack the control on this ramp control from Storm. Maybe Storm will finally figure out this ramp control issue.
And yeah, look at Nekomatas absolutely booking it towards the ramp, not caring about noise, not caring about anything. And Storm playing back from side again, giving them that control of the ramp. We're gonna see this neutral come out. There is 3 here. Mike does not care. Mike doesn't care at all. Takes down Cure and Papa Cap, and that's the cycle back open again. Spidey is here to put up a little bit of resistance if he wants to. It's burning in the molly. Spidey's gonna die in Mike's molly, and that's a 3K entry. Talk about cheating.
Tugglebug finding the full list of icons there. Through the smoke, penetrated headshot. Nice little kill. And that's the half for Nekomatas, looking like 9-6. Complex has a lot of work cut out for them if they want to do a 1v4 retake here.
Would need a miracle for Complex to put this round together, and it's not going to happen. Mike with the 4K, fantastic round from him, and yeah, definitely, that was so like clear to me that Nekomatas has done some demo review. They knew, they had to have known Storm was not fighting ramp, and even if they were, they weren't going to be good at it, because that was fantastic IGLing on the side of Nekomatas. Fantastic calls from Tugglebug. Pretty sure he was making most of the calls that game. Fantastic calls from him. And good job from him putting up numbers. Him, Mike, and I believe Redeemed. Yeah, all putting up pretty good numbers so far this half. So
we got to see Cure going from the side of Storm. I think is still salvageable. We got to see Spidey's having one heck of a map here, and we got to see some more numbers from Cure. And hopefully on this, the only issue is with Teal and Crush, the op isn't quite as effective here on this T side. It's a little harder to get some good impact with the op. So we'll see how Storm manages to do it. And it looks like we're seeing a lot more mid fight. Splat-X going down real fast from Teal and Crush, and the bombs see 4 out mid. One looking at this ramp, so I'm not sure. It looks like we're looking some sort of split coming on the side of Storm.
Complex getting taken out there by my favorite set of guns, the dualies. Mike putting those to work, but he gets his double, takes down Tugglebutt. Annex is low now. Mike finding Spidey towards the bottom. Annex not caring that they're pushing, tries to jump down, doesn't take it away. Mike trying to run away, but Papa Cap is able to find Mike as well. Redeem definitely has his work from him on this round, and it's not going to go far at all. He only goes with a nice shot on Redeem.
Yeah, Annex just sadly about a second too late on trying to. I think they realized too late that they were coming on through jump up. Didn't quite get the timing to jump down to get out of the line of fire to set up for a retake there, and it kind of just goes downhill from there. Once you lose one, and then the other one's on the stairs, they just get run down by Papa Cap, and it's over from there.
Yeah, definitely. Just unfortunate timing there for NX, not able to realize, but here we go.
The force flies back in.
Force fly back in, and we saw this last time from Storm as well. So, and it's really well actually. PK on the mic.
PK on the mic, which is unfortunate through the blind there. It looks like, okay, so he sees Storm finally. I was about to say, I was expecting them to just turn around when they see all 5, but looks like they finally realized that they're just getting swarmed on the ramp. They're just going to take B sites by Storm here. They're just going to surge onto the B site, get it for free. We'll see if Redeemed and Splat decide they want to stick around or try to go for this retake, or if they're just going to take their guns and go. I'd probably lean towards taking these guns. Save the armor. Maybe next round you can do something with it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I'm going to take 1 second and be right back. I'm having something happen in the background here, so give me uno momento.
Completely fine. I'm here. I will keep you gentlemen entertained, gentlemen and ladies, and whoever else might be watching. Obviously, there's no hope for a retake here for Nekomatas anymore. And trying to just carry these guns in the next round and maybe make them a little more effective. Bomb defused. Storm 8-9, and this has been a close game all the way. Really, really interesting numbers here from both sides. Spidey on 130 ADR already. Able to keep that up through the rest of the game. Spidey's going to have himself a heck of a stat boost here in this last game. In this last series, excuse me. And yeah, going to be seeing the half buy come out from the rest of Nekomatas. MP9, MAC-10, 257s, couple, so 1 flashbang, a smoke, and a nade. Storm's going to be running it out. Tugglebutt is able to find Papa Cap. Cure does get Tuggle and NX. So now that's the East A site cracked open for business. Going to be trying to get this bomb down. Mike trying to duel here. Spot does find Cure. Redeemed finds Spidey, and suddenly it's a 2v2 situation, and it's not like Complex does shut it down pretty easily. And yeah, Mike almost able to take Complex down, but Complex doing his best there, able to put up a resistance there, and definitely stop that from becoming an absolute disaster on the side of Storm. But here we are tied up, and we're going to see full guns come out from Nekomatas here. So definitely going to see what they can do with some rifles in their hands now.
Yep, the first big test. First big test coming here on the side of the Nekomatas. If they can get some stuff done here, then it should throw a little bit of a wrench in the Storm's resurgence. And we see the ramp control coming out. Storm a little stuck, but they are doubled up. Storm over here doubled up in mid, looking to see if they can continue to get some of these mid-present things.
Walking through the smoke, Spidey able to put it down. Spidey senses we're tingling. Hill and Crush able to take down Mike. And Yeah, Storm putting up pretty convincing. I say that SplatX does take down Cure. All three towards the bottom of the ramp here. They don't know it, but they are going to get the site for free.
This is doable, though, on the side of Nekomatas, that they wanted to go for a retake here. It is doable. It is 2-on-3, but Healing Crush is one shot away, but it is kind of hard positions to dislodge here. So we'll see if they decide they want to go for it.
Yeah, definitely. And this is a chance for, if they did want to go for this. Nade picked up by NX. See where that lands. Oh, does take down Healing Crush. Good nade. Suddenly it becomes a little more enticing, but it looks like they're backing off. With that kill, they are just going to elect to take this AK and this M4 and the little util they have and go back and save. That round definitely could have been a little scary, and Storm, definitely surviving a tough situation here by not having to fight the Nekomatas as they call that back off. But
yeah,
I feel like it was a well-informed decision from the Nekomatas here to take those guns back and save, because they are going to be able to get another buyout this round.
Yeah, I think the Nekomatas were just looking for a faster, if that kill comes 5 seconds faster, I think it becomes a lot more doable. But whenever you're already, I think it was Mike was the other player that was still alive, and whenever Mike's like already almost all the way off the site, it kind of just gets iffy, and then you're racing the clock, and you could very well get the retake and then lose to time. So it becomes tricky. Nice nade, though. I believe that's Tugglebub there. No, that was Splat. Splat tossing a nice little nade, getting some nice chip damage down to both Papa Cap and Cure. And we're looking at this 2-2-1 split from the Storm. So this is, again, mid-control seems like is going to be the story of both halves here. Which team can get this mid-control, it's going to dictate a lot of the halves.
SplatX finding that kill on a Cure. Massive kill. And so far, Nekomatas has done a good job of being able to keep Cure out of this game for the most part, but where Cure is failing, Spidey seems to just be absolutely succeeding in everything he does tonight. 22 and 15, and his ADR is still up there. So, while Spidey is alive in this game, I'll probably still doubt Nekomatas' ability to win the round. Papa Cap does take out Redeemed.
But they're missing. We have a YC player just in the smoke on the side hall. Tuggle gets two doubles up. Oh my gosh.
On the complex, and Papa Cat makes things seem so simple. Tugglebub does turn his back though. Healing Crush takes down Healing Crush, and suddenly Spidey is the only one left alive. And while I do have full faith in Spidey to be able to win rounds like this, not with 16 HP. And I believe Spidey is doubting his own ability as well here. Maybe just going to try and get away with this gun here.
Yeah, it could be. It looks like Spidey might be trying to do a little pump fake here and go see if they can get this bomb plant down in this last couple of seconds of the round. But I have a feeling that Spidey's going to get shut out as soon as... And with that molly, 4 seconds... Did they get the bomb plant? No. I was like, there's no shot. There's the two players waiting. Yeah, I think you can see there the mid control being the operative name of the game on the Storm side. When they don't get that mid duel to open it up, it becomes really hard to retake ramp once those smokes are down. They're going to walk through at least one smoke. Tuggle was sitting behind another side hall smoke. That just makes it really hard to clear. It's kind of why you need to fight for ramp a bit earlier when you have a chance with all the util trading, but whenever you lose that time, it becomes really tricky to retake ramp later on, once those smokes go down.
And talk about being the absolute ninja that he is, able to phase these smokes like nobody's business is definitely not helping out on their side. I believe that's like the third or fourth round I've seen him successfully phase a smoke onto Storm.
Nice little spam lineup tap, it looks like, from Tugglebub here. Oh, he's playing the crack angle on the yellow tarp here. Playing this little crack angle to kind of spot out. And it looks like from there, yeah, we have Nekomatas coming up with ramp control. But it doesn't look like that's the name of the game. We're seeing a lot of regrouping over Storm here, going back towards this mid position.
Using the back to his advantage, take down Spidey. Top fragger gone for Storm, and the other four players are just gonna have to do something here. It can't all be on Storm. Storm can't be left alone to do, or Spidey can't be left alone to do everything here. So definitely need to see something from Cure now.
Yeah.
definitely been looking at him all game.
Oh. And that boost coming through, looks like we're looking at a B take. You see all the players coming, but it's Complex here is a little out. Yeah, Complex a little out in front, all by the lonesome, and everyone else is just stuck on the stairs. But now you can see they're just gonna get picked apart one by one. Cure with a nice trade though, but this gun's just a lot trickier. I'm making me eat my words.
And NX cheating once again, gets that double.
Yeah.
I know it didn't say that last kill was through smoke, but I don't think NX could see Cure. So NX definitely out here cheating once again.
Yep. Once again.
Good double. Yeah, good double from NX in the round. And yeah, definitely seeing some trouble on the Storm side. They need a second player to step up right now, and if they don't get that, it's just going to be tough for them. It really, really is.
Yeah, they need some either second players or they need a bit better game plan. It seems like we harped on ramp control and how they couldn't take it on the CT side, and they're struggling just as much on the T side to get that ramp control in. And this mid control is not translating as much right now. I think with the you can see that the ramp util comes out, and now they just double up, and now they have plenty of control across the map on the side of the Nekomatas. I think is part of the Bane, but they are on the force here, so we'll see what they can get done on the half. I keep saying force instead of half, but it looks like we're seeing the boost come through.
And Hillenfrush gonna get up here, trying to use his cheeky angle, but Mike spots it out. All too wise for Hillenfrush's tricks. You're gonna be trying to run down this Molly. Spidex throwing some util, but is immediately traded out by NX. And here we have Spidey doing it all this game. We'll have to do it all for the rest of this round. And Tugglebug's gonna stomp out the flames of the Storm. And yeah, Nekomatas taking these last two rounds pretty convincingly.
Yeah, I think they're really well done on the side of Cure, I believe. The sprint through the molly there. Cure sprinting through the molly on jump up. Managed to catch Splat at really good timing, but not really overall mattering to the price of the round. And yeah, Storm, I mean, we've harped on their map control a bit. This is not their map pick, so it's understandable if they're a little on the back foot, if they don't feel as prepared for this, but they really need to figure out a good answer to the ramp control that Nekomatas has shown on both sides of this map.
Yeah, and I love that from Nekomatas, not being afraid to take fights on both sides of the half. You know, T side obviously doing their thing, pushing up ramp, and CT side seeing aggression from them ramp as well, and a little bit of fight here mid. You know, not doing too much, but giving just enough that Storm really can't find anywhere comfortable to sit.
Yeah, I think here you're seeing Tugglebug going actually might get called out here finally on the side hall peak. But yeah, the operative popping up gets one, but traded out to Molly. They're finally getting, it seems like they're finally fighting for it, and you can see it actually having some effect here on their side. They're finally getting this bottom ramp control. Redeemed though in a position to really do some damage if Redeemed can go unchecked.
Meanwhile, towards the other side of the map, Fury does take out Mike. Redeemed gets spotted out, all too wise from Hillenfrush, is able to kill Redeemed. And here we've got the lonely NX. Teammate coming to back him up. NX not able to do much. Complex putting a bullet in NX's head, and the bomb is going to go down. And Splatx, whoa. Interesting call from Splatx. Just works out for him. Not able to get enough bullets out, not able to control the spray enough, doesn't take a single one, puts bullets into 3 of them, and that's an 11th round for Storm, and a tactical timeout triggered from the Nekomatas.
Yeah.
Discussing this buy.
Yeah, the buy looking like a force, or probably more than likely a half here. But yeah, almost a crazy move from Splat just to get some, I guess, value and some eco damage out of that round ender. Yeah, I think they just kind of swarmed that ramp and they got some early kills, and getting flushed out, they were at least methodical with clearing out Redeem from sandbags and mollying him out, and I think you can see that they realized ramp control can be a little important here, and they might have a chance if they're willing to fight for it. So, really good job from Storm.
We do see an MP9 and an M4 out. Is that all we're seeing, though? It is all we're seeing. So they're buying just enough that they're going to have enough money for this next round of play, hoping that Tugglebub and Redeemed can maybe get something going here.
They get
Fast
this early
mid
mid,
presence.
yeah.
Yeah.
This could be dangerous. I think it splits the map enough that they can not get shot in the back. Pure, really good
Sure.
positioning from Pure there.
Does die. Healing Crush is going to throw that M4 off the map. Smart decision from him. Posting up there. Redeemed actually does a good deal of damage.
Yeah,
Healing Crush. Healing Crush forced to fall back.
Mike getting the rifle here, I think we're going to see a save probably still come through here, just with the health bars being low on Redeemed and Mike, but I mean, about what you can want out of a round like this to a degree. You would have loved to have seen them keep all their rifles, but
Being able to take that AK over definitely not a bad thing at all.
yeah, looks like Redeemed is going to try to go for this exit here. They do have them a little pinched. I'm actually interested to see how this round ends. Oh, Annex goes down, and that's going to call. Redeemed gets one, though. A second. Okay, well, actually, now this is a great round inside the Nekomatas.
Yeah, fantastic round, and Mike's going to get away with that AK, so.
Yeah, you get three. You get three and especially redeemed on that MP9. They're just printing cash at the end of that round. They're just kind of set now, and they've got plenty of cash. Redeemed has a bunch of money. You could even see an op get thrown over here. Looks like they're opting not to, but yeah, really well done for Redeemed to get those big exits there. Oh,
funny, and looks like we have a little bit of a DC for Healing Crush.
yeah.
I wonder.
No tech pause, but
No tech.
or maybe too late. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. But ooh, another cheeky smoke push from Tug. But no responses. They're just swarming mid here with 3 players. Mid stairs. Splat gets one, but instantly taken out by well, a combination of Papa Cap and Cure, who Splat killed, and Cure's nade, and now all of a sudden it is even odds, I guess, if we count the disconnect here. Tuggle gets
That's a disconnect finally. NX, a little worried about jump up, with every right to be. And they down goes NX. Tugglebub left in the 1v2. One player low, does find the low player. Good 1v1. They're playing ring around the room with each other. Spidey with the good timing on the Tugglebub. Good round from Spidey there. Knowing exactly what Tugglebub is doing, reading him perfectly, and able to get around that white bucks and put that final nail in the coffin to Nekomatas, and taking the lead here, 13-12, and we have a tech pause coming in.
Yeah, really well done from Storm to win that round 4v5. I think just some really good frags coming out again with the big mid presence, but not something you often will see in CSC, the 4v5 on stream rounds. But yeah, I think now it's a little bit on the other foot. I think Storm's kind of stringing some rounds together, and we got to see some answers on the side of the Nekomatas. Like maybe they're finally making this don't take ramp, or this very mid-heavy style on this map work for them on the side of Storm. And I think it's getting harder and harder to deal with 2-3 players coming out mid and just having one person posted up trying to deal with that.
Absolutely, and we asked from a step up from Cure, and he definitely is starting to deliver. Up to 80 ADR now, 19 and 19, so he is breaking, I wouldn't say positive, even. Yeah, breaking even right now. And so definitely has stepped it up this second half, and if he continues to keep playing like this and get his numbers up there with Spidey, Nekomatas might be in danger here.
Yeah, I think Spidey especially just having a fantastic map. 24, 10, and 19. The 10 assist is kind of crazy. Seeing 113 ADR, you're seeing getting tons of damage out every single round on the side of Spidey. So even if Spidey isn't actually converting kills, Spidey's doing enough damage that it's setting other players up, and I think that's a big component of helping everyone else get online and, in a sense, extra carrying in the fragging department for them.
100%. Yep. And still on this tech pause. No sign.
as soon as we know the issue, we will make sure. If we know what the issue is, we'll see how this goes out. But hopefully this is a issue that gets resolved soon, and we see complex. Nope. How can I forget?
Healing Crush.
Healing Crush, yes. I'm like reading and my brain's trying to commentate. Healing Crush will get back soon and we can do it. It would be unfortunate to have any issues end this early, especially in a grand finals. Not the asterisk you want on the side of Nekomatas to win off a forfeit or something.
No, definitely not at all.
Yeah, I think this is going okay. This next round's gonna look really interesting. I'm really interested to see what Nekomatas does in response. On the eco side, you can see at least of the players that are here, Papa Cap and Complex, sitting at 7,000 and 8,000 apiece. We got rifles on the other players. You know, we're seeing some kind of lighter econ on the side of
Nekomatas. There we go.
Nekomatas. Thank you.
Yeah. It's okay. I understand.
We're catching it. I realize
slowly. There's levels to it.
I'm trying to refresh these. My camera is unfortunately having some issues. Give me a moment. But yeah. I think we're just seeing we need to see a bit better response on the side of Nekomatas to deal with this mid control, like I've already harped on a couple of times.
Yeah, definitely. And we have seen a good game here from Tugglebub, but I don't want to harp too much on Storm here without harping on the Nekomatas as well. Tugglebub is going to need a little bit of help. We do have Redeemed, who is positive, but 17 and 15, it wouldn't hurt for him to maybe get a couple extra kills. The closest we have ADR wise, 89 and 92. They're actually pretty close to each other, Mike and Tugglebub. So I think I just need to see somebody on Nekomatas just give it a little extra push here. And if we can see that, I think Nekomatas will still be able to edge this map out. But we definitely need to see a little more push from somebody. So hopefully we get that.
Yeah, I think that's fair. If we're gonna harp on some performance sides, it's only fair to as I get my camera fixed, it is now causing issues. Very fun. But yeah, I think we're gonna need to, like you said, we're looking at, if we're gonna harp on some issues of someone other than Spidey stepping up, we're gonna need to start seeing the camera as I take it off.
Room reveal.
Yeah, the full room reveal. We're gonna need to see other players on the side of, especially I believe it's Redeemed in mid here. We're gonna need to see Redeemed or Splat start putting up some more numbers, be able to deal with these, see some multis from Splat to deal with all the players getting thrown at them.
Yeah, for sure. And like you said, they're just gonna have to find a way to deal with this mid presence that Storm is putting up here, and it's just they need to be a little more cautious, a little more careful there. We have seen some mistakes there. SplatX being the most prominent mid player that I've seen so far. Definitely had that round where he probably should have gotten more than one from the spot that he was in. Maybe a little bit of a misspray. Maybe it was due to the low bullets in the M4A1S. But tagged down by Papa Cap and that nade getting off onto him and finishing him off. Definitely expect to see more than one kill from that position. So I think we're seeing a little bit of a panic come out from the Nekomatas players when they're being pushed.
Yeah.
And I think maybe this tech pause will give everybody the nice little reset that they need. And maybe they'll be able to get back into this, get a good head on their shoulders and everything like that.
Yeah. Hopefully it can do that. I think there's a couple of different ways that it could go about. There's a couple of different ways. Nekomatas, even if they're not getting these multis that they need, maybe we could look at something like, maybe offering, once they get this rank control, the mid presence isn't coming out super fast, so maybe we could see some things, some more support thrown out for Splat, even if they're not multi-fragging, maybe just leaving Tuggle to solo anchor ramp behind the smoke. Once they get the ramp control, I think there's some definite options some definite options that we can deal with. So
Copy that. And it looks like we have Heal and Crush coming back.
yes, it looks like we're going to get the text.
Sound. I haven't been able to hear the game all game. I've been trying to go with it, but this is beautiful. I don't know if it was me. I don't know if it was me or the stream, but I do have sound now. So
yes, we have sound on the caster side, so now we can get the footstep calls as well. Although the rounds have been going pretty fast, so we haven't had as much need for the sound.
No, not at all. I think, and I think it's just been I thought it was a me issue. Honestly, I thought maybe my Discord just wasn't working. It tends to do that sometimes.
Yep, it's all good. Thank you, observers. Hold on one moment. I am going to try to remove this noisy toy from the dog.
Copy that. And, for anyone that wants to meme Storm here, Heal and Crush accidentally opened Valorant, so please be sure to roast him and meme him in the chat. Thank you very much.
Yes.
But it looks like we're gonna go live soon. Looks like we will be seeing something. Okay, cool.
We're looking to go live soon. Yes, so let's see, what is our buy situation? Okay, here we go, buy situation. It looks like, we're on the half with just a couple of MP9s to deal with. So Tugglebub and Redeemed are going to get big value out of these. Ooh! Chunky nade from Mike to did a big damage on the Cure. Tugglebub getting called out and eventually getting found through that smoke.
Yeah, Complex able to take him down. He had a good little fight there trying to take down Heal and Crush, but eventually the MP9 just isn't able to do enough damage, and he does get taken down through the smoke. 4v5 here. Heal and Crush is more clever. Cure dropping down to the ladder and absolutely clapping on NX. Cure, fantastic kill.
Really good timing there. I was about to call out the flank coming through, and Cure managed to perfectly, but Mike getting a dig over the top.
Nekomatas cheating. Check all of their PCs right now. They have gotten like 8 kills through the smoke this game.
Just right place, right time, but ooh, Sly getting really chunked. This is probably looking like this retake is not going to end up happening, but we'll see what damage they can deal here. It looks like they're still looking for damage.
Let's find some shots of that P250.
Oh!
Splash.
I was going to say that splash.
Oh, so close from Redeemed. Not able to control the punk that the MP9 can be sometimes, and Complex just barely able to survive that round. And good round, however, from the buy that they had, from the buy that Nekomatas had. Good damage, good round. Not going to do too much of their eco, as we see Heal and Crush is still on 80-50, but if they are able to win this round, and maybe the round after, they are looking at a pretty good eco situation towards the end of this game. But for now, we're on a full buy round. I'm going to stop talking about the eco right now. On this round, it does not matter. I'll go about the cheeky through that smoke again. They're ready for it. It's down to 48 already.
48, but he is managing to get out this time, which is crucial. This ramp control getting slowed down a lot. I think you're finally, the big deal here is looking at ANX on the op, and it looks like they're really set up for this mid presence later. It's just Tuggle making all this noise solo on ramp. So Tuggle needs to live if they don't want to just crack open the A side all by them. Just have the A side left completely open here, and but it seems like it's worked.
He's definitely kept them at bay. Now it looks like they're gonna start to try and investigate a little bit here. Barrel falls down and spooks Papa Cap as we see him cracking the barrel. Mike does get that kill on the Heal and Crush. Papa Cap trying to pre-fire. Tuggle in a fantastic position right here. It is a one and done spot, but
when you're on 48 HP, yeah. When you're on 48 HP, one and done's pretty good. You'll take it.
Yeah, it is pretty good for you. And it looks Tugglebub's presence is working. I mean, we see the bomb here towards B stairs, so it does look like Storm. Oh, that they fall short.
A lot.
Could have been good. Fall short. Maybe thrown a little bit too early by Mike. Mike falling back.
But it seems like Redeem's one out a little early, but Mike does stick with the one, and they spot the bomb. Mike running out of bullets.
He ran S curse. Another smoke kill, 2 more smoke kills, and it's
Bomb's going down, but that's all they're gonna get. They're gonna
the
instantly.
last 3 kills in that round were smoke kills. They couldn't see them. It's cheating. That's fucking cheating. You cannot tell me otherwise.
Little GM magic happening. The triple GM, the triple GM AGM team from Nekomatas turning on the hacks.
Yeah, please somebody check NX's PC after this match. Please, I need it.
Oh man, yeah. I was actually gonna get worried before as that B take was coming in. Redeemed had gone a little early, and they had actually pre-stacked that A site. I think they were worried with Tug getting chipped down a bit there, but it worked out fine. They had really fast rotates, really well done from Nekomatas to stop that take before they could really even get the bomb down.
And I'm beginning to see why Nekomatas has a better util rating than most teams in their tier, because when util is thrown against them, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Good nade, destined for greatness.
Big nade.
Taken down to 68. That M4 is lethal now for 3 players actually. 1 headshot from close enough on 3 of these players is instant death. So those M4s, those 2 M4s that they have on their side now becoming absolutely lethal.
Yeah.
Tugglebug with this fantastic ramp presence. He is the only one here, and they are scared. They are scared to push him ramp. Able to find one. It's not able to get complex. Almost does. I don't know how he even lived that long. I don't know how he managed to get one. Spidey with a good kill on a Splat-X. Opening up the site here. Good Molotov, delaying the bomb plant. Complex is going to go down on the side. Spam is just a little bit off.
Oh, big
nade. Fantastic nade. NX, if NX gets another kill through the smoke here, I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
3v4 retakes. It's
So I have to
doable.
for it.
Doable retake here, especially with the bomb plant being different here. I think this is something that's nice kill.
Watching it. Now suddenly this bomb plant position is so pretty. Healing Crush able to take down Mike. NX knows where Healing Crush is now. He's not going to have enough time to Healing Crush to close that round out. 15-13, Healing Crush is going to take that off into the next round.
No!
Dice to the bomb. So,
Never mind.
Eco not looking too good here. If Nekomatas are able to win this round, Storm will be forced to have a very, very bad body here on this last round. So we are looking poised for overtime as long as the Nekomatas can put up a good defense on this round. But
Yes.
we
But
still
they're on
need
a
to see
force
the
of their
round play
own.
out.
Yeah, I mean, they're on a force of their own. So the good news for them is that if this force works, it's definitely going to get them into this OT, which is what they're really looking for at this now is after that round not quite going their way. Another huge nade. Oh, you can just see how brutal. I will continue to preach this util usage is incredible. You can see just even at the round start, you have 92, 91, like even just these like 8 damage becoming
Spidey with
Spidey.
2 onto
Big damage.
Flash Dinks
Incredible
first.
flash. Incredible flash that Splat Cat sadly can't make good use out of. Not gonna go down.
NX down, and now suddenly it's a
NX?
1v4, and a miracle here. And Complex
that's
is going
it.
to take down NX, and that's the map. 16-13, and Spidey, again, have to talk about it. Spidey with a phenomenal game. Looking at his stats, you just weren't expecting this from him, but we see on the MVP page, 3 kills for him, and I'm sure plenty more multi-kills for him there.
Yeah.
Spidey just with a phenomenal game, and when Cure stepped it up, when Cure started having more impact in the rounds, he was just better. They just started doing better, and that led to Nekomatas' demise. And now the Nekomatas are going to have to pick up this next map.
Yeah, they got to really pick it up. It's unfortunate to lose your own map pick there. Not insurmountable. I think it's definitely something, and especially knowing Overpass is going to be the Overpass is going to be really interesting. I know it's something that Nekomatas have a lot of, especially the core of Nekomatas has some good experience on in the past. So we'll see what they can do here on Overpass coming up. But yeah, I think it's hard to do a ton when Spidey's putting up 3Ks anytime that you walk out on the screen. Spidey getting a lot of rounds. I think ended up with around 120 ADR there. Getting so much damage and so much throughput every time that it happened. Even in that last round, Spidey putting up an instant 2K to clear out the B site. It's just hard to deal with. So hopefully Nekomatas can bring it back here on this map and give us a full 3-map series. Very rare in CSC, from my understanding. So I'm looking forward to it.
We will see. We will see. I hope so too. This is a good matchup. Both teams very, very well in their own respects. For now, I think we should send them to a break because I have to go use the bathroom.
Yes, you should do that. We will see everyone back in a few minutes with Overpass, map 2.
Yep.
I wasn't always just a single shade, a palette full of gray in reverie. And I can burn it brighter than the sun. I have a golden gun inside of me. Don't box me in, don't, or I'll leave. I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else. And if I fall behind, ignoring all the signs, and if I lose the fight, I still rage against the night. Don't box I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else than your machine. What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose. ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away. Burn away, we feel betrayed. We were
Yeah, welcome back, and here we are on the second map of O. Definitely interesting to see what the what kind of fight the Nekomatas are going to have to put up here. So
Yeah, and we see the B rush or the B rush already coming in with the dualies though. Dualies going crazy with Mike with the dualies. Gets one, gets two.
Two guns. Love it. Love to see it. Mike falling back. Damage.
Damage is done though. Papa Cap on 10 HP. Complex on 67. Papa Cap goes down to Annex with some good shots. And 1v3.
Complex here. And the dualies pretty much put a bullet into everyone that round. I believe Mike hit everyone in that little spam he had. In those monster tunnels, I believe he hit every single player. So
yeah, what a good call out from the side of the Nekomatas there. The smoke going down plus the dualies. I think Mike also got flashed out behind that monster push. So just there's no chance. It's almost as bad as what you'd see in a force into it. That was a beautiful move, really enabling the dualies there to deal with that pressure.
Yeah, and no bomb plant. Definitely seeing that effect here in the full Glock round here coming out from Storm. So they're not really going to be able to. They shouldn't be able to put up much of a resistance. I'll say that. I won't say aren't able to.
Yep, and Fountain Control already called out. You can see Complex though hearing the footsteps and turning around to try to deal with it. Here getting one. Splatix finding a bunch.
Suddenly, now I'd be a little more scared if 3 of their players weren't one shot away from death. I definitely still think this is an easy cleanup for the Nekomatas. But definitely a little scary here. Tugglebub is on 11 HP. We only have 2 players full HP, but we still do have our M4 up. So
yeah, but you got the M4, you got 2 MP9s, still very doable. A little unfortunate to this is always the scary part whenever you go and you push that ladder room near the T-spawn. It can get kind of sketchy if you push into it and then 3 people swing back out at you. But yeah,
Redeem gets one.
Ooh, but tagged up.
Mike supporting him from heaven. The good support player should be. Healing Crush taking down Tugglebub. Redeemed now in a kind of a scary spot here. Yeah.
Yeah, Redeemed going down.
2v1, Mike's still having the HP advantage, but a full
it's
Glock
also
round.
no armor. Yeah, full Glock round getting a ton of value. There is no armor here, which could be a big deal.
And it's still 2 bodies alive. Mike still has to kill 2 people. So
they are split up, so it could be doable here. If he finds the one, can he find the second?
Is going to find
Nicely
the second.
done.
Is going to be able to edge the round out. A little scarier there than you would like to see, but the Nekomatas are able to take the second round. Mike able to get that 3K, so yeah, already up to 5-0 with 2 rounds played. So Mike putting his work in at the start of this map. Something we like to see, definitely.
Yep, Mike, just for the context of that, just so you can know how much work Mike has done, he's on 235 ADR in 2 rounds. Little going a little sicko mode, but the full buy fully coming out, even the op on the side of Storm. So this will be kind of the test. I know it's not going to happen, but secretly I want to see the quad boost come out right here from Storm. That would be that'd be a move. Wait, how did I say that? Okay, I looks like they might have been setting it up.
It looked like they were lining up. I was like, who is that? Who are you, bro? You got your little crystal ball there? Like, what's going on? But
oh man,
no quad boost, unfortunately. Tugglebub trying to find stuff through the smoke again. Tugglebub getting a little cheeky all game. Oh, Complex able to get Annex. Oh, Annex had such a good timing there. Just wasn't able to find it.
That's not what you want to see on the side of the Nekomatas there. They got the fountain control and they got a little antsy trying to get more. And rather than just doing the setup, they kind of just go one at a time and get taken out.
Tugglebug looking for a little too much more than he could handle. Cure with the disgusting shot on the mic and a nasty follow-up on the Redeemed and a convincing round, 5 alive from Storm. What a way to clap back after losing 2 rounds like that. Yeah, definitely. Putting his name in the server. Holy crap.
Yeah, the finish there really putting the stamp on it, I guess, for lack of a better term. Yeah, that's what you want to start seeing out of Cure, your big star player here. And you're going to see the Force come out on the side of Nekomatas. Mike, the only one with really anything outside of a Deagle or a pistol, and very limited util. So, Healing Crush just going to post up on the smoke. Come on, I don't want to. Oh, here comes the flash though. Really good flash. I love this flash.
Oh, but Healing Crush kills NX. NX getting a little bit of revenge for all those smoke kills last map is killed by Healing Crush blind. Healing Crush takes Tugglebug down with ease. Good headshot. Oh, misses a shot. Those flat X able to kill Healing Crush. Up is not recoverable and will not be for the rest of the round. They are not going to let him have that. And he's just going to jump into the nade. Yeah.
Redeemed might be going on a gun recovery mission here, though. You can see that Redeemed is really more interested in, at the very least, Redeemed can get a rifle here.
And he might be able to get away with this. Oh my gosh.
Knife out.
Oh, Redeemed does kill Spidey. So he does pick up the op, and they're going to be hunting him. They definitely don't want him to keep this. So in comes Complex, storming through Fountain. Does slow it down a little bit. No clue where Redeemed is.
Yeah, if Redeemed can take this op, that's fine. You're saving armor. You got the Deagle still. He's a Molly. Got the op. If you can save the op here, it does get dicey on time. There's gonna be a lot of time for them to confirm the position. You can see now they're clearing out this T-spawn, and
I do believe Complex is going to clear him.
Oh no.
Oh. Coming back.
No way.
No way.
Redeemed
gets away with the op. Just sits there. They don't clear it. No way.
Oh, you take those all day here, Redeemed.
Yeah.
Redeemed feeling lucky today with that one.
Yeah, no, definitely. Those footsteps probably would have made me peek. I would have thought that he was coming for me, and I'm like, okay, I need to kill him. But
especially on the run back, that was very good patience there. Redeemed on the solo hero op here, so we'll see what Redeemed can do with it. This will be if Redeemed manages to shut down what looks like a big B hit on this round start. A lot of B presence, I guess, is the better word. If Redeemed can shut this down, or at least scare them, I think this should be doing a lot of work here. But they're going slow.
Full long presence from the Nekomatas, not doing anything too aggressive here. The only reason I don't like this play from Nekomatas is because Storm is all B right now. If Storm had gone a little more towards A, I feel like this was been a good play. Nade goes out, probably not going to find much. It does actually. Does find some nice chip damage to Complex and Papa Cap. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those gameable plays. It is unfortunate the Nekomatas didn't really get anything out of it, but I think if they had walked 2 people into long, there's a really good chance you get both, and then it looks like a really good move. So it is unfortunate, but it looks like they're just gonna save this op over here. Redeem's pieced out. They're gonna look for these exits just stacked up on the B side exit here. So
yeah, name of the game, exits. Definitely maybe try and take some of these guns away, and it looks like Storm is going to give them the fights that they want. Splat X able to take down Papa Cap. Mike taking down Complex, but they're gonna put a stop to that really quickly. Taking away 2, not so bad for a full USP round besides Redeemed on the op. And this is going to be a full buy from the Nekomatas, so hopefully we see some nice resistance coming out. NX going to be getting his op, and be interesting to see.
And now we're off to the real test. This is about where Overpass starts. It is unfortunate on the side of Nekomatas to lose your first gun and get put on the reset. But this is where it starts to begin. You know, it's definitely not the worst thing in the world. You expect to see a lot more CT rounds coming out from them. And once again, this very, very heavy short presence coming out by Storm.
Good boost. Cure dinked. Taken down to 7 HP. Togglebub spammed out a little bit. Definitely the winner of that little exchange there, though.
Yeah.
Cure down to 17.
You got to be really careful on overpass with that short presence. You can get spotted out on both sides real easily. It can be a really hairy place to be in. So
yeah, definitely. You know, I feel like that boost is really a double-edged sword. You know, I feel like it can be nice if somebody's not paying attention to it, but I feel like in today's day and age, a lot of people look for that. A lot of people are coming out of that corner pre-aiming that boost. And wow, Mike just goes back up on it. Speaking of the boost and being pre-aimed, Mike says no, you gets up on there, is able to take down Papa Cap and give his team the numbers advantage. So
yeah, really good flash as well. I don't know if it was missed, but Redeem threw a really nice flash, and they just set up for a nice little reboost there. Really well done from the side of Nekomatas just to get some good info. But this is a little hairy. Healing Crush pretty much already up on site with this op. It is an op, so it is combat opping here, but taken out by Mike. Oh, Redeem's in a really good spot too.
Redeemed is in a fantastic spot.
If Redeem can get anything before they can get off,
Redeemed does.
This becomes scary quickly.
They know where the op is now. Know that op is tucked to the left side of the monster. Doesn't matter. Cure is able to take down Tugglebub. Mike takes down Spidey, and it's Cure left, but he can't do anything with the op. It's written off pretty quickly, as to be expected. He was taken down pretty low at the beginning of the round, and it would have taken an absolute throw from the Nekomatas for him to even have a chance at that round. But there wasn't. And again, we just gotta keep singing Mike's praises here. 4K in the round, 10-3, 153 ADR. Mike definitely putting in the work right now. And if we continue to see this, and maybe just another player step up on the Nekomatas side, we have the potential to get a really nice CT side out of them.
Yeah, for sure. It's I'm excited to see you get the Tugglebub op coming out, the double op setup coming out on the side of the Nekomatas as well. And they're gonna send one towards A, one towards B. This is really exciting. Not something I was expecting to see. So this should be at least spicy.
Couldn't have been a mistake by, right? No, this had to be an intentional double op.
Tug was originally supposed to be their opper when they were experimenting a bit more. So this is definitely the upside of kind of having the multi-potential ops, is you can do stuff like this pretty easily because you have several people experienced with it. So, and this is, we're gonna see a big test over here on Annex. This is kind of the scary section.
Annex. A little bit fire. Does miss that shot, and Papa Cat, because Annex missed that shot, Papa was able to get 2. Yeah, definitely. Oh wow.
Papa on 3. Yeah, that's a rough one to tap at, but this is looking like the save already getting called. Tuggle getting taken out. I don't even know. Oh, late lurkout short here from Spidey to take out Tuggle.
Have to fight for his life to get away, and he's not going to. Spidey's going to take down Mike, and their money's not looking too bad, so they might be able to get a buy in here, or maybe a little half buy. Yeah, tactical timeout, definitely very, very needed. I feel like they need to get that game plan in together. I'm not gonna harp on NX too much. We all saw what the problem was with that round. You know, NX missing that shot definitely led to Papa being able to get that double and then push all the way up to B site and get that third entry kill onto the B site. But yeah, again, you know, it just comes, you know, NX having a little bit of a late timing. That peak, that angle that NX was holding is a hard angle to hold. It really is.
I think there it's just one of those things where if you're not going to catch that timing after it's like super late, I think you just say, whenever you flashes, you just go, I'm not going to shoot, and maybe you can still hold that, like, that G2 setup there, and maybe you get away with a later peak because they think it's clear and they walk into the 2. But it's kind of that's a, you know, hindsight moment. So we'll see if they manage to turn around on this round.
And this is what I like to see: NX bringing the op back out, not letting that round discourage him at all. Gonna still be bringing out the op. Excuse me, I can't get my words out right now. Having faith in himself and having faith in your opper is definitely definitely a big thing. So hopefully we see Annex hit some shots this round and give himself the confidence he needs to keep off in this half. But definitely, I love to see that. I love to see that he brought it out even after missing a shot like that. Was able to bring it out the very next round. Does miss another shot, but does spot them out. Good info. Doesn't take any damage off of it. Nade from the tees falls short. Good fallback flash to try and keep them at bay. NX switching between angles right here is going to get this. Oh, kill and crush with a nice peek on the NX.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like they were deterred by any of those. You can just see they were very prepared to just be like, we're going to A this round. And
Yeah,
Tugaball getting cleaned up in the back.
And Spynex goes down. Redeemed is at 49 HP. And yeah, Redeemed just going to try and grab this off and get the heck out of Dodge. Booking it, hopefully carrying this off into the next round.
Yeah, I think I just noticed. I'm interested to see if Storm does keep both of these. They might be on a double op T side setup. The rare T side double op.
And I have some choice words about that one because I definitely think that is not a very, very smart call.
I would agree.
These words. I may come to eat these words, but I feel. For a side where you need to be aggressive and push onto something, 2 guns that are going to leave people back in the back of the pack trying to find things. Redeemed able to get that nice exit frag on the Spidey. Flash coming out. And Redeemed gets the kill on the Papa. So, okay. Able to hold on to this op and an M4. Good exit notes. Now, the question is, what do they do? And do they force around this? Or do they go USPs around these guns, right? And buy, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. Keep those USPs and get that full buy-in next round, no matter what happens this round. And I like that call. Very good call. And they're stacking too. I love that from them. I do really, really like this call from Nekomatas here. Good call from Tugglebub. I'm down in the con early. Papa Cap able to find Tugglebub, but Mike's able to trade him out. That volley doing some serious damage. Cure with the triple spray down. Oh my gosh, having everything to say about that. I don't care if you're gonna stack connector. I'm gonna take you out anyways.
Yeah, I think when Mike gets taken out, it's kind of over on the side of whether you're even gonna be able to get anything out of it. Once Mike goes down as the only rifle there, there's not a lot you can do. You're just on the USPs, you're shooting behind a molly, you're just hoping you can get it, but really well done from Cure as well to control the spray, get the triple, and we're back into just a weird save setup, or I guess not weird, but unfortunate save setup on the side of the Nekomatas, saving again. And that's 6 already on the side of the Storm. You're feeling really good about your T side, you're on 6 already, it's round 9, you're good chance you're going to put probably at least 1 more up. So we're going to need the Nekomatas to really pick it up on this CT side if they want to create a convincing map here.
Yeah, they do, and I don't like to hate on players. I don't like to beat people, when they're down. But Annex and Tugglebub, 1-7 and 1-9, and they really, really need to step those stat lines up now. Like next round, something needs to happen between one of those two to get those numbers up and give themselves some confidence. I've been the victim of low starts as well like this, and they can be really, really, demotivational.
No.
Redeemed gets taken out. There's the op gone. So I don't know if we'll see it be brought back out anytime soon unless the Nekomatas are able to put up a convincing number of rounds here, consecutive rounds. But hey, that might be for the best. Maybe we see Annex get some kills going here with the M4.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see a bit more kills come out. I think just the setups that they're running are not really quite helping, and I think the Storm is really kind of just picked a side, and they're really just working one side as a 5-man unit for the most part, like a 3-2 pack, and I think that's really getting them a lot of value. Just being able to take this map space really well, and they're not really worried about those spaces they don't have. But as we say that, there it is. Annex picking up 1, or Dean picking up 1, and it's a 3-on-5 now.
Tugglebub's feet getting spammed out a little bit. I'm gonna smoke that and fall back. Spotty trying to spam through the smoke, but Tugglebub staying up there, keeping himself away from that. Smart move by him. Good molly coming out from Mike, forcing Spidey back. I don't even think Mike knows how well timed that molly was. He's going to peek off of it, and he's going to get a kill off of it. Wow, insane. Healing Crush in the back, misses the shot on the Mike. Does have an opportunity to save his teammate there, but misses that opportunity. So Mike here with the kill, Redeemed with the kill, and NX with the kill. So we're looking pretty good here for the Nekomatas. Poised to take a 4th round, and, you know, if they're able to keep 5 alive here, I might still be, you know, you might still be able to persuade me that they're able to take a pretty convincing half here. But
yeah, they're gonna have a lot of work cut out, though.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
They do. But keeping 5 alive is definitely a step in the right direction. Keeps your economy going, and so if they're able to get away with 5 alive in this round, then they will be set up in a good spot. So
yeah, I think the big thing is they have a lot of work, specifically just because they got to break this econ on the side of Storm, and you can see Cure on almost 16k already, so he's on full cash at the end. They pick up Healing Crush, and there it is, a nice little trade out, and that's what you want to see.
But 4 alive, NX does get two in the round, and that's that difference maker I was talking about. You need some of those. You can't. You know, you can't have 2 bottom fraggers. Obviously, you know, there's going to be 2 bottom fraggers, but you can't have 2 bottom fraggers at that level. And if you do, it turns into a 3v5 and arguably turns into a 3v7, you know, because sometimes, you know, depending on like toxicity and like level of play, sometimes those bottom fraggers can bring the other, you know, the rest of the team down. Team damage coming out, I think that was fall damage from Mike. Mike took a little bit of fall damage as he went down the stairs here.
Yep, that looks all right. So we'll be interested to see. Yeah, I think here again you can see from the econ, like we're looking at Nekomatas probably need to put 2 more on, and if they can get 2 more rounds on, they might be able to do something to this eco. But this is a dangerous. Oh no!
Dude, he's tried to do it twice this game and has gotten caught out. They know to look for it. Mike does get a nice kill back on his Spidey here, though. So we are still in a very, very, you know, very winnable round for the Nekomatas. Yeah, Tugglebub really, you know, he was doing great with those kills on Vertigo, but I think now, you know, he needs to stop. Mike with another kill on the Healing Crush. He knows that bomb is here now. I wonder if he gets...
A little dangerous to sit in this position longer, and there it is.
Gets Papa Cap, but does not get Papa Cap. Papa Cap stays alive, 3v3 now.
Yeah, I get what Mike was going for. I think there you want to fall back a bit, because once you're up on that jail and you get spotted out, I think you need to... You can bail to the right even and just get away, and I think there you're kind of just sitting duck, and now they've lost the info.
Or at least reload. I think his biggest downfall there, that A1S does not have a lot of ammo in it, especially after that nerf. You know, it had 25, but now it has 20. And, you know, you run out of ammo really quickly on that thing. So we have NX here posted up with the op. All 3 long. NX doesn't know it yet, but they are in a position to stop this push, hopefully. Up a convincing round. NX taking a nice angle back here. Splat.
Nicely done from Splat. Oh, can he get the spam?
Oh, so close! You're so close!
Redeemed gets the 1v1 with the opposite.
Oh, one complex with a nice peek on the NX. So close. That round was so close. You hate to see it.
That's a tilter. Yeah, that's a tilter. Being about 1 pixel off from getting the spam headshot to confirm the round on the bomb plant. Oh, that's difficult. Going into another timeout.
Yeah, another tack. Yeah, definitely. They've got to start winning rounds, and they've got to start doing it now. Overpass is not a T-side map at all. In fact, it's, you know, pretty arguably, I would say that Overpass is maybe an 11-4 CT-sided map. You know, if you get 4 rounds on that T side, you have a pretty good setup for this next CT side. And to take 7 rounds on this T side, if Storm have a very very convincing CT side on this map, this may already be doomed for the Nekomatas. 100% could already be the nail in the coffin.
At 7 CT rounds here, I normally aim for 5. As always, we go for our 10-5, and that's like our, oh, we did good. 7, I'm already feeling like I won the half at this point. Like, if you're Storm, you're on cloud 9, you have so much confidence. Really, at this point, if they even get to 8 or 9 on Storm on this T side, you're looking like you need to win this pistol if you're Nekomatas, so it's getting a little dicey. But a nice opening with 2 kills already. Mike maybe getting missing the free third almost there. But they know where everyone is. I think that's the last of the info they need, and they know everyone's on this B site.
Storm pretty much locked into this push now. No way out.
Yeah.
So we do have SplatX. Careful of A here. I don't know if maybe there's a lapse in info somewhere or whatever. I'm pretty sure. Oh, good flash. Nail him crush. Absolutely blind. Nobody's going to peek off of that, though. Probably a smart pick. Complex does take Mike out. Spidey tag down to 37 now.
And now I think your Nekomatas, you know for sure it's still B. I think there might have been a, they could have timinged us out of Monster. Now you know it's B for sure. They're just trying to get in. I like this little boost over here on the short, over the sandbags.
100%.
Just waiting for this cross. Tugglebub gets the one.
Kill. Yeah, good kill from Tugglebub. And good round. Good round from Nekomatas there. Yeah, Tugglebub getting two that he desperately needed. Maybe get his confidence flowing up a little bit. But, again, I'm not a big fan of pointing fingers, but if you want to look just directly at stats, unfortunately, Annex and Tugglebub seem to be the reason that the Nekomatas are not finding rounds, whether it be Annex missing op shots or Tugglebub just not able to find, kills through those cheeky smokes that he likes to get. So
yeah, I think you can definitely see even just on the death side, you can see here Tug with 12 kills just kind of makes it really hard to get anything going, like giving up a lot of openings. And here even it's in this connector position, but nice nade. Tug is getting tested again. If Tug can get one here, there's the opening you're looking for.
And he gets two. There we go, Tugglebub. Yes, there we go. It's able to find a kill. Tugglebub able to get two. The two people we were talking about having the most impact in this round. Fantastic round for them and a good reposition from Tugglebub. Good name and a good way to back off and put himself in a spot that is not likely to get cleared or is harder to clear than just a normal position. Heal and crush. Spot. Heal and crush through the smoke. Okay, here we go. Back to the Nekomatas' normal antics. And Spidey in a 1v5 position. And he would need a miracle to win this round. And I don't think we're going to see that miracle today. Hopefully not. Hopefully the Nekomatas are able to pick this round up and get a sixth. If Spidey wins this, I don't know.
I think it's over if Spidey wins it, but they do know where Spidey last was. So yeah, I was like, there's almost no shot. They were very prepared for the short push. They're prepared. They'd spotted him outside Monster. You know exactly where Spidey is. I'm like, if Spidey gets this, it's over. I was like, there's no way you can come back from that.
It would need a miracle. And on top of that, that was 5 alive from Nekomatas. So not only was it a good round from Tuggle and NX, but they kept all 5 alive. So they are now in a position to buy, I believe, the rest of this game because there's only 2 rounds left, or the rest of this half. So they can buy, obviously they have their full buy coming out this round, and they will have a full buy for the last round, no matter this outcome. So no excuse here. Nekomatas should be able to take this half 8-7 or at least 7-8, no matter what. They have buys coming out for 2 rounds. We should see a 7-7 round here. Storm on this half buy a little bit. Got some Tech 9s and a Mac 10 popping out. We'll see if they can do anything with this. They shouldn't be able to, but we have seen some crazy rounds already this series. So
getting a little free damage, a little not quite good on that stairs molly. But I think they might have gotten spotted crossing, so you can see the big response. Yeah, I think so, because I can see the big response to instantly go back to long. They're all set up for it. I think they're not super worried. They got 3 over here, so yeah, I think it's hard to spot it.
Tugglebub in a good spot.
Little dangerous spot.
They're not going to clear him. Yeah, they're not going to clear Tugglebub. Annex able to get one. Tugglebub able to get one. Is traded out.
And here comes the rotates. Yeah, this should be a good confirm here for Nekomatas. Annex moving a little early.
Fine. Does fall back. Doesn't want to give that off away.
The round's slowing down a bit here. As we say, it should be confirmed.
Good name.
Complex getting tagged up. There we go, finally.
Good shot. Okay, all right.
Cure almost doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, there. Cure almost finding somebody with that Mac 10. Does not quite find it. And Yeah, no, good round for the Nekomatas. Good control. Good way to not panic there from Annex, missing that shot that he missed. Good job on him, able to reset behind that I call it APC. I don't know what it's called, but good
Sounds
job
right.
for him to reset. Yeah, behind that APC, take another shot and get that kill. So I want to see another convincing round here from them, and if they're able to take this 8-7, I won't be happy with the half, but I will say that they have a lot better of a chance than it was looking. So definitely able to turn up some. Mike on this boost. Nobody here for him to find.
So yeah, it seems again we're seeing this really heavy connector, and that should give some info out. You see the connector control. Mike sees nothing in short. They know that there's at least one connector. They've done this quite a few times, so there's probably that. Hopefully they know there's more. And a little passive setup. So I'm interested to see what they do on this B site. Finding healing crush.
Oh, redeemed? Yeah, but Spidey gets traded out. Or Spidey does trade him out. And, I was harping on this on Vertigo, but on Overpass, I do like the passive A setups, especially from, player when you've got like Tugglebub and NX, doing how they're doing right now. NX with the op, let him play passive back on that A site. Let him see what he can do from long range, and then, give himself a chance to get some kills long range and then come up close and see if he can hit some shots as well. So
About to be a big test here. Yeah, I was about to say this is about to be a really big test with people. You see the util coming. You can tell it's about to come. Great flash. Mike's dead to rights here. Yep. Tug needs to get a lot.
Tug not able to find anything. Not the right weapon for the job. Cure takes down Splatex. Cure with the 2K in the round so far, and the NX kind of just would need an absolute monster of a round here. NX doing his best to clear angles.
And there's no way you... Oh,
No,
he does. Cure almost gives it away, but...
Cure able to close that out, and that's a 1 T side from Storm, and that's scary on Overpass. That is a very, very scary half. Hopefully the Nekomatas are able to pull out, Nekomatas, getting pistol round here would be good for them. And then they would need probably about 2 more rounds after that for me to be, convinced that this is still going to be a close game right here. But Storm able to take this half on Overpass, almost as terrifying as a T-side half win on Nuke, almost as terrifying. Maybe not as quite, but
I think
still scary.
it's doable. I mean, you've seen it happen. It can be doable if they manage to just find some weaknesses and exploit it. I think it's doable, obviously. I mean, Storm just won their half, but it can be a frightening proposition to go on CT first and then just not really able to even, let alone get your, sometimes it's like, oh, we only won 8-7, but to then lose the half and be down in rounds. Yeah, it can be kind of scary to do it. This is actually the Tuggle patented play. We're going to see this pistol. We're going to see them hit Divider here and then turn around. They're going to draw these rotates, and it looks like it's working. This is the patented Tugglebub pistol play here. So we're looking at, and it looks like they might, if they can keep this pace, if they can push this pace, they might just have B site with 1 person.
As soon as they open this door, they're gonna know, though. He's gonna hear it. Cure is gonna hear everything. No, he doesn't.
Dodges the flash, luckily. Oh my god.
Live shutdown. Redeemed is able to find Cure. Gonna peek through. Trying to find some spam damage. Unable to find it. Healing Crush, not scared. Not backing off of anything. Oh, Redeemed does find Healing Crush. Okay. Suddenly, 1v1 Redeemed. Complex is 1 bullet away from death. And suddenly, this now looks winnable, and Redeemed takes Nail Biter all the way to the end, but a 2v5 wins it. Redeemed able to get the 4K and put himself on the scoreboard right there next to Mike. Tugglebub also doing a great job, although his name was not in the scoreboard as much, kept himself alive long enough for Redeemed to be put in a good position that he was, and that was a necessary pistol round, 100%.
Yeah, you're looking like, right? So here you're looking, if you're Nekomatas, if you get this round, you know that at least gets you at 1 more. So you're looking to get your free 3 now that you win the pistol. Generally should be about your rule, right? So you're looking at, hopefully this will get you 2 more rounds. The scary part with the force buy here is it is losable. I mean, we've seen it. So this is you have to be careful here.
Quite a bit, actually, we've seen it this series. So Nekomatas are playing this a little more passive, knowing that it's a force buy, and I like that. I like that they're being a little more careful this round. Not running in.
We see a gamble coming out from Storm here. Is gamble coming, but it's already kind of being called off. There's just 2 people on this B site though. One's super passive, both down in this pit position. If Annex can find one,
and he does. Annex
finding one. This now becomes very doable. Spidey gets the one, but confirmed position. They've spotted out Heal and Crush as well, I believe. They should have spotted. Tuggle gets 1, gets 2.
2, good from Tuggle. Massive from Tuggle. They're gonna try and phase the smoke. Ooh, he doesn't phase the smoke.
Oh, but Tuggle hears it.
Yeah, Tuggle.
No shot. Oh, there it is.
Love to see that from Tuggle Bug. Good way to get his name in the kill feed. Again, that's got to be a confidence booster for you. Again, like you said, Nekomatas now know this next round, unless Storm decides to force buy, which looking at the numbers, they can, if they wanted to. They definitely could force buy.
Inadvisable, but yes, they could.
Yeah. And they're not going to. You see it, a P250 and a couple of nades being brought out here. Going to go for this nade stack. Oh, a little dangerous. Let's see if Nekomatas avoid it.
I would sure hope so. Generally, you would think that the force is coming.
Here. Oh,
gigantic nade. Gigantic trading nade.
Take it down, but the CT's also taking some massive nade damage of their own. All of their players now
redeemed on the retreat, but does get out, importantly. Yep. And they know the B-side's free now. They should just be walking on.
Not giving any of these guns away, even though they're just Galils, is super important. You do not want Storm to be able to carry a single gun over in the next round.
Yeah. And you see, this is already I actually really love this post plant setup. You can see they've already got 1 person in CT spawn. They've got the other up in heaven already. There is so much security. It's planted. Your 2 people on site trading it out, just fighting these people to get off site. So it's really good. I love this post plant setup when they know the eco's on here.
100%. Not giving too much away. Mike able to find Spidey. Almost able to find Heal and Crush. Papa Cap is able to take down Mike though, and Papa Cap's gonna get away with that Galil.
Yep. A little unfortunate. Mike was kind of he's playing Monster. He has to go out the one place where I don't think you can cross at the time left. Probably could have tried to evacuate, but it's not the end of the world. But it looks like this series is turning out to be the war of the dueling T-sides, which is going to be great. If we go to map 3 and it becomes a Nubis, it's really become war of who gets the T-side wins.
Will be an interesting, and we will see a knife round. So a very, very important knife round if we do get that 3rd map.
Yeah, I think this will be really interesting. If Nekomatas keeps up this performance, so this will be the first big test. Storm really needs to get some value out of this gun round if they want to start putting a performance.
And if they don't, Nekomatas are suddenly put into a very, very nice position, actually. So we will see. And, I talked about last round, they don't want to let those guns get in the hands, but Splatx takes down Heal and Crush, and now there's only 3 M4s in a Galil, and a Galil not being, the best choice of weapons in a full gun round, better than the FAMAS, but Papa Cap could have had an M4 if he didn't bring that Galil. So that brought over Galil might actually end up being a detriment to the CT side.
Mike finding contact gets. It almost makes it out. I think he thought he was around the corner already and walked into the wall. Unfortunate. But they've gotten all this space.
Look at this. Bring Complex deeper into Connector. And we just have a player truck, and that is it for this site. Smoked off, only has 1 angle to peek. Good smokes, actually. He might try and phase this. Just going to be sitting in it.
Little risky opposition if you're Papa Cap to try to phase, but now's the time. He is going to find the timing.
He does, and Cure takes down Redeem. Now it's just Splatx in the 1v3, and this is a task for Splatx. It 100% is.
That was a really cheeky little take for the contact there. I actually thought that was a really cool idea, but I think just they didn't have any way to clear out that backside. Once Papa Cap's in the smoke, it becomes really, really tricky. And Splatx looking like he's just going to go for the plant, but is going to get taken out pretty instantly.
And Papa Cap's position there is entirely reliant on if Cure is able to get out and get kills or not. And Cure being able to get out and get kills makes it so they're not even ready for a smoke phase like Papa Cap was going for. And so that just made his play all the more lethal. The fact that Cure was able to get kill. And we're gonna see attack from Storm. A little interesting. Probably discussing what to do with this round.
Yeah, I think it's a little scary if you're Storm to realize, like you said, it is unfortunate. I think it was a really good attempt at that A take. That's a little bit different than what I've seen. It's a little scary to be like, oh hey, they just walked 3 people up onto A pretty much with very little. So it can be maybe they're trying to figure out where their gaps are, because I think they realized there was a gap, or it could be that they're trying to figure out this buy, which was a little bit weird. But now they've got all the rifles, so it seems like it's fine. This is a swing round, though. If Nekomatas can come away with a win here, I think they break eco here on Storm, or at the very least they push him into a half, and that could be another way to kind of get back into this. Whenever you lose one of these rounds, you just answer it back, and that generally favors T side. So I'll be interested to see what they do with it.
Yeah, 100%.
Be interested to see how this round goes if that keeps up.
Yeah, for sure. We have somebody in long bathrooms. Good smoke there for that divider, or for that front bathrooms. Good flash. We see Redeemed and Tugglebug able to get there. Mike not able to do much, but Redeemed is hunting down Papa Cap. Good find from Redeemed, able to get that kill. Does know one is close on short. Tugglebug with a nice kill on the complex. Now, Clutch Flash is still in Clutch as well, and they do know Cure is water, so I wonder if this activates them to go towards A now. I wonder what they're doing, and actually it looks like it does the opposite.
It kind of just depends if they know where Spidey. I'm not sure. I haven't been watching the positions, but if Spidey's going up, this might actually be great if they can cut noise here and make him worry. You know, general idea is if you're Storm, but now they know at least one person's here. But if you're Storm, you know, you see this 2-on-3, you're either grouped up or you're going 1-on-1. I think if they think that Spidey's on A, if they just cut this noise like they are, they might just be able to walk out and do this contact. They might think they have B site, but the smoke's going to alert them. So...
No, Cure is here.
There it is. Good trade.
2v1. Good trade. Good play from the Nekomatas. NX and SplatX left in the 2v1. Should be an easy cleanup for them unless Spidey is able to get something here on this retake. Spidey looking for something. Is he saving? He is.
I think so.
He's saving. So Nekomatas get away with an 11th round, 11-9. A pretty convincing round there from the Nekomatas. I like what they did. Able to get in the connector and kill. I believe it was Papa Cap who got caught reloading. And great finds from them all around. I believe it was 3 kills within the span of a couple of seconds. So yeah, great finds from the Nekomatas. Good way to realize where Cure is. Trade out your teammate there. Get this bomb plant and force Spidey to save. And I thought they were going for him. I can see where Spidey on the map. I thought they were going to go for him, but they didn't. So Spidey does get away.
Yeah, and now I think it becomes here with the gun saved. I think now it's going to end up being a normal buy from Storm, but they might be low econ on a couple of people, low utility. And yeah, I think the operative thing there you could see, and we'll see if it continues on this round. They're kind of giving up this fountain and bath control, so I think they ended up just pinching. Once they smoked off long bath, I think they ended up just pinching this con player, and I think that's what just enabled that round to happen. Mike got spammed down, but they were able to take people out bath. And yeah, I think they're trying to read. I think they're trying to read an eco because it is a half here from Storm. So they actually did descend to pathing.
And honestly, from them, probably a pretty safe bet. They have won a considerable amount of half buys this series already. So good flash doesn't really find anybody. Now they're able to take down Tugglebug. And SplatX is able to find that double down. Is taken down low, but able to find that double. That is massive for SplatX to get those kills there. Hopefully throw that AK out, make it so they can't recover that. And yeah, this still posed to be a good round for Nekomatas. One person on site, their resistance, and it seems to be Cure. Looks like they're going to be going for a long hit. So yeah, we have Cure sitting dice, looking for long.
Yeah, I think that's like critical.
Yeah,
I think the Splat getting that double is critical. If Splat goes down, it becomes a little bit tricky. Because then it becomes kind of scary to peek into them. Even with the 3, it just becomes scary to try to dislodge the 2 pistols at close range.
Yeah, no, totally. And even scarier this round, Cure, fantastic player, has a potential to get a nice multi-kill. And there's one, but he does get traded out. Fantastic trade from the Nekomatas, able to take this bomb site, and they should get the plant down. MP9 and 5-7 left on Storm, and they don't really have much else to say about this round. And Complex looking for something, but that should just be the nail in the coffin for this round.
Yep, with the molly coming down. Looks like they're still going to go for it. I mean, they have a kit and they're saved. You know, they're on a half, so it's really fine to go for it here. I think a lot better positioning, though, than the past couple of times. Gonna spot up. Complex gets two, but traded.
But Mike
Okay.
is able to get him. Terrifying round there towards the end, but are able to clean it out pretty well. Storm gonna have a full buy this round. Nekomatas at 12 and 9, so we are seeing some pretty like convincing T sides coming out of both of these teams right now. So I definitely props to these teams for being able to put up such impressive T sides on a map that is notorious for its CT side it has. So.
Or
Yeah,
if you want to
definitely
take
props to
if you want to be the antagonizer, you can say both these teams just have really bad CT sides.
I'm
If
gonna
you want to
let
be
you play bad
antagonizing,
cop tonight. I'm gonna let you play bad cop tonight. I'm gonna play good cop.
I'll be bad cop. But yeah, no, I think it's I think this is like I said, I think this is gonna end up being kind of the war of who can play better T-habs. And we'll see. Obviously, there's still a chance for Storm to come back and finish this map off. We can't discount that at all. But it is a bit. It's not exactly. They're not exactly setting themselves into a
Look at
position
Flash.
to do so. Good
Healing.
miss.
Healing Crush almost gets that shot. And really interesting call there from Tugglebub. After he misses that shot to peek, knowing that Oppers like to re-peek angles like that. Tugglebub able to take space, and a really good call from him. Really interesting pushing up. So we've got this banana control. Redeem tag down a little bit. So is SplatX. Trying to take this M4.
Lots of just little taps that they're trading right now.
Good day. Tugglebub finds Healing Crush, so that is out of the round.
And I think this is giving them the go-ahead here. With that, they're kind of setting up. They might, maybe they'll delay, because I see all the util. I saw the util getting lined up, but it looks like they're waiting.
And we have Mike blowing open the door, flashing into water. Yeah, and it looks like that was just a fake. Papa Cap's gonna try and get out in front of the smoke. Just gets two, but Tugglebub does trade him out. They know Cure's behind truck, or Spidey's behind truck, excuse me, and they're able to take him out. And now it's a 4v2 retake situation. And from Bank and Dumpster, this is going to be a tough retake through Cure and Complex. Definitely don't want to count these two players out, especially as well as Cure is doing. Nekomata is playing it very smart as well, playing a very passive setup for this.
Cure's stuck.
Oh, SplatX gives himself away, though. Cure's able to find that kill. Cure finds a nice kill on the Annex, but Tugglebub and Complex.
Yeah, I was at the call it. You were calling, and I was like, I think they're saving, but Cure kind of got stuck at ATC. I think when that smoke faded.
I wonder if it was he was stuck, or if there was some miscommunication there. Maybe Cure wanted to go for it, and you know, maybe with Complex with him, that round becomes a winnable round, a very winnable round.
Little head scratcher there. I thought, like you said, I was like, it looked like Cure was kind of in a position once they kind of give it away. It feels like there's a good chance. I mean, Tug's he's on the op, but he's low. You know, you're really looking at Mike, and I think with Complex there, you get the trade out. Like,
yeah, I said I wanted to be good cop, but it's hard for me to be good cop for that round. Complex kind of throwing, actually, like legitimately throwing that round away, you know, or maybe Cure throwing if the plan wasn't to go for it and they decided to go for it anyways. Now you see the buy from them. It's not great. Nekomatas, in terms of firepower, are poised to take a 14th round here, but you can never count Storm out. We have seen way too many of these rounds go the other way.
Whiff shot from Tug there. Onto Cure, peeking monster. But SplatX gonna pick one up on Papa Cap. Again, they're running the Storm. Yeah, good find. But Storm's also once again doing that double long setup. So it can still be scary to feel like you've cleared it, but Healing Crush is right there with the 5-7. The bane of close range, bane of rifles at close range.
The snapping turtle, man. That thing is lethal.
But it looks like they've realized they're on a bad eco. They're going to group up here and just execute B, which is the right call. I really like this call. This is what you want to be doing. When you realize they're on the eco, you're of rifles. There's no reason to try to like be cheeky with it. Just throw the full execute.
Calling on the Complex, going to take him out of that really powerful position. Cure's in a good spot though. He's going to find one. Going to find two. Cure putting this MP9 to use. Going to get home. Should die. Yeah, NX kills him, but Complex takes out SplatX and Tugglebub. And Spidey comes behind! Wow!
Oh,
yeah, I
wow.
was just gonna call that, you were calling that it was the right call, and I agree with you, but they were running into the only rifle in that round, and Complex able to put that rifle to good use, able to get that double, and Cure able to find 2 from the spot that he was in. Absolutely insane. So good B hold from them on the side of Storm. That was just good team play there. You can't even hate on them for that. That was really good from them. And Nekomatas economy not looking too great. Splatx on a Tech 9 and Tugglebug on a Mac 10. 2
Where's the smoke
AKs.
going? Looks like they're going for this just basic B rush, which is Util's out. This is working.
Whoa. Okay.
And they have sight. That's it.
The fast B, yeah, it's sight's on lockdown. As long as they play smart retake here. Okay.
Oh, Spidey's giving away. They know where Spidey is now. Redeemed almost dying after getting that info.
Trying to boost there, but yeah, Tugglebug spotting that boost out. That boost.
Oh, they're in heaven. They're in heaven. Mike's in heaven. He's trapped them.
This should be a nail in the coffin. Maybe not even able to get away with the guns. Popcat does find Mike. Okay, suddenly it's a little scary here. They're going to go for it, but they're not going to clear NX. NX is going to get 1. Almost gets 2. Popcat finds him, but Redeem is able to get that kill. It's a 14th round for Nekomatas. Just rushing B, saying, fuck it, dude. We're here to play. And we get the round, man. What a good pace change from them.
Yeah.
Good calls from Tugglebug this entire series. That was massive to call that pace change and just be like, hey guys, take it B. They're not going to be ready for it, and they were not.
Yeah.
And Cure getting demolished on that B hit.
Yeah, little risky there on the. They are back into the. They're stuck in this force buy right here. You can see that they're still on a couple of Galeals, whereas Storm's fully kitted out. But I think it's. Well, Storm's a little low. This is sort of, we're kind of stuck in some interesting eco areas. Healing Crush getting a nice opening. Force buy wars, but yeah, I think I think they're getting a little. Nekomatas just on the last one getting a little too antsy on the post plant there, and almost tossing it away. But it does work out, so we'll see how this one goes. They seem to have slowed it back down. I think that Healing Crush opener kind of dissuading them from keeping that tempo high.
Yeah, Healing Crush able to find that opening pick, definitely slowing things down for the Nekomatas side. Still sticking to their default, so we've got 2 towards the fountain area, 1 in con and 1 towards B. Not giving too much up here.
Setting up for this boost, it looks like, yeah.
They're not gonna find anything with it, unfortunately. Yeah, nobody home, nobody even close for that boost to even be semi-effective. Complex finds NX down towards B. NX trying to find a lurk out, a monster, not able to find anything at all.
And you're hitting 40 seconds. They're gonna, yeah, I think they're just gonna end up just picking a site and going for it. I'm interested to see what their
Healing Crush with a little ambitious peak, not able to find anything.
Really cool attempt. If that had hit, that would have looked so cool. I wonder, yeah, so it looks like they're just gonna set up for this A hit, but they're gonna walk into the stack. They're gonna need some big performances to help them out here.
Kills.
Some good mollies.
Tugglebug gonna eat
But
that.
critically no smoke.
Tugglebug,
Yeah.
the taps are so close for him, just not able to hit the mark. Mike here. Mike does find Spidey. Oh, good flash, actually. I was gonna say he might be able to get that bomb down, but with that flank coming in, it just was not gonna happen, unfortunately.
Yep, a little unfortunate. You lose the opener, you kind of get stalled out. The Annex lurk not able to really get anything, and sadly the tapping I think almost gives away their plan, and then they were out of smokes, and it just gets iffy from there. Tactical timeout as well.
Yeah, I agree. Good tack call from them. This is definitely going to be a save. They don't have enough money to even think about getting invested into this round.
Well, here comes the force. Looks like they decided that they're on the one loss. So
maybe they're on so double save. So probably forcing this round, saving next round, then buying the next round. I feel like some of them had enough money that they could have actually gotten a nice buy. But again, with the loss bonus, you're right, they wouldn't be getting much money. And I honestly, I want to see another B pop from them. I want to see if they can do it again. I think it worked last time. I know they don't have rifles this round, but let's see. And it looks like that's what they're going for. Going to keep it real simple, keep it real clean. Put these Tech 9s in that P250 to use. Flash out early. Molly not really going to stop the push at all. One short, only two players now.
Oh, they've already found him.
Spidey able to get that, and Redeemed kills Spidey.
Yeah, that they don't realize actual. I don't know if it was Cure or Complex in short, but whoever wins short just actually committed to it. I think actually seals the round and makes it a lot easier because they think that short's clear, and that kind of seals it off for them. But yeah, good response.
Yeah, good play from Cure. He probably didn't even know it was coming, but intentional or unintentional, fantastic play for him to push that. And like you said, Nekomatas just weren't expecting it. When he came back, that just sealed the deal. That was it. Weren't expecting another player to be short, and I almost feel like you don't really try and fight so much. You just take the guy with the bomb, try and body block as much as possible, maybe get the bomb plant down. But they may not have even been able to do that. Getting blocked.
On. Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like they're doing the alternative B pop.
Redeemed, killed, Complex. One more kill here would be
They
massive.
get bombed though.
Bomb down is huge. And suddenly this situation is a little scary for Storm. No armor. But
No
there
armor.
is an M4 down that nade seals Splatx's deal.
Does Spidey know that there's someone in pit here? I think pit goes uncleared.
He does now. Redeemed. Redeemed.
No, Redeemed.
Redeemed. Papa Cap drops. Doesn't know it. Redeemed with a good reposition.
Redeemed. Oh no!
He got all 5! Round from Redeemed!
What a round!
Oh my
Redeemed.
gosh!
Just the sprint out of con. I think they realized I don't know how they found that gap, but that's crazy to sprint out Condor. No armor, full Glock save, win the round off an ace for Redeem. What a clutch! Holy cow!
Redeemed at 28 and 15, almost with a full 2 KD. Redeemed showing his stripes, man. He's really showing off.
Yeah, I think here this is looking like Nekomatas poised to just finish out this map. I mean, I feel like you gotta feel like if you're Nekomatas, you're riding the confidence. You went down, and you look over and you realize Storm have done even worse on CT than Nekomatas did. So you feel like if you're Nekomatas, you're like, oh, this is ours. This map's ours. This is the confidence ender. So let's see him finish it out and take us to this ancient. Or not ancient, Anubis.
Anubis, and yeah, definitely, and losing the full boss is a tilter. It is a massive tilter.
And Mike's gonna get that opening.
Yeah, Mike does get a nice opening on the Papa Cap, so suddenly it's a 5v4. Storm gonna need a massive effort from their 4 alive players. Pure and Complex are still alive. The heavy hitters are still here, so not down and out yet.
Mike needs to Cure clear.
Crucial.
Oh.
Mike kills Cure. So what a nice kill from Mike. Cure should have him dead to rights. Mike wasn't even aiming at him, but Mike able to get that crosshair placement up and is able to find Cure. Now suddenly a 3v5. Heal and Crush taken down. Looks like that was a nade and spammed out. Almost dies to the volley. 12 HP on Heal and Crush. Not in a good position for him at all. Spidey goes down. Mike dies and Tuggle dumps Molly. Okay, Heal and Crush does get a kill. Heal and Crush finds a kill too. Suddenly it's a 2v2 and the HP's pretty even. Nade from Complex could prove deadly, but it is not. It sails just past Mike. Splatx and Mike in this post plant trying to take defensive positions. Complex down to 58 HP. Heal and Crush gets taken out by Splat. Complex have to do it all. 1v1 for Complex.
Oh.
Complex is able to take both. He's got time for the defuse, and he's going to be able to pick that up. What insane rounds back to back.
Yeah.
Wow.
I that's unfortunate. I think it's a little risky, but it's a little head scratcher to not even try to go for the trade on the side of Mike there. I think you looking like Splatx is out long, he's spraying. I think there you just swing if you're Mike, and I think that seals the round, but I don't know if he was worried about the HP or what, but a little unfortunate, maybe miscomm, but you're still on. If you're Nekomatas, you're like, we still got 2 more, but you're on a big save here. So I think here they're just gonna try this hero AK on Redeemed, see what they can get going, and if they don't, then they say, you know what, we're just gonna play for this 30th, and we finish it there. Big short control coming out from Cure. Gonna post him in short. his playground, and they're just gonna run it down long. I don't know if they know for certain yet this is where they are, but you can see the response. Okay, now they know.
Definitely no. Nade destined for greatness. Good damage. Good
Very
damage.
good. Great flash, though.
Not able to put that P250 to use, and Spidey's coming in a big flank. They know it's here. Redeem does get that kill, and they're able to get this bomb down, and it's going to be in a good position. They're going to be able to take
the long flank. Careful.
Redeem should have Papa Cap dead. Yeah, and suddenly Complex is left to do it all. Complex needs to do it all once again. Redeemed here does kill Redeem. Complex, Tugglebub had a rough map. Tugglebub does think better of it, picks up the M4. Does get taken advantage of on that peak. Those are weird. Molly.
He threw it too far. He threw the Molly too far.
The Molly's too far. Complex is going to come in with the defuse. And that is 2 clutches back to back for Complex. And if you're a Complex, you are feeling good right now. And you feel like you're going to be able to pull your team to overtime. I certainly would with a clutch like that. That was amazing.
I think it's a little hard because if you're on the side of Storm here, it's rough to feel like you're on match point and you almost just lost 2 rounds to almost full Glocks twice. You know that was also that was 1 AK and 4 Glocks with no armor.
Yeah, dude, that was. Yeah, Storm definitely feeling a little hyped after that, taking that tactical timeout to cool themselves down a little bit so they don't overheat this next round. Very, very, very smart from Storm here.
Yeah, but Complex getting the clutch again. I think they're just getting Nekomata kind of getting a little too hot in these post plants and just kind of getting a little they're not wanting to set themselves up for these trades. That overthinking it. Very unfortunate on Tug's side, a little bit of a tilter to throw that Molly about a bit too far just at running, and you're trying to chuck it at your feet in the heat of the moment, not quite getting the angle right, but this is it. This is the decider. Do we go to overtime or do we go to map 3? Once again, finding this big gap in con. Cure with a nice kill.
Tugglebub is taken down pretty low. Tugglebub does find some damage for his troubles, but Tugglebub is going to have to sit and watch the last round in regulation. Not going to have any impact in this round besides the damage. Papa Cap able to take down Mike. Yellow Crush is killed by Redeem. That's the op out of the round once again.
This op not doing a ton of work here for Storm. At least not recently.
And for both sides, the CT op just hasn't been ringing out like it really should be. I don't know. It just kind of feels like both oppers on both sides have been having a little trouble getting into it. So we'll see here. Actually, both oppers, almost identical in stats.
They're very wary of this long finish, which I don't like this smoke because now it becomes dicey if you're Nekomata's going to do it. Oh no. Oh no.
What a spam. I think his leg was sticking out.
Yeah, I think it was. I get that they think the site's clear, but you gotta think that maybe that's gonna happen. Spidey it's just flat. Oh no.
6 HP in a dream. He's getting flanked from long, and that is over time. Now, this is going to be interesting here because we've seen both teams start to heat up in the second half of this game. So, maybe we see a good CT side from Nekomatas. Maybe we see a good T side from Nekomatas. Who knows? I really don't know what to even think about this half. Considering that both teams have really, really found a way to step it up.
I think these individual performances is going to be what's going to carry it across the line. Again, you look over at Storm though, and the Complex and Cure at 29-31 respectively. Nekomatas with a little bit worse scoreline across the board. It's kind of redeemed, especially in this tail end of this series, doing a ton of work for them. Mike also doing well, but you're looking over and it could be that Storm, if they are individuals, can keep doing, Cure and Complex can keep putting up these crazy clutches and numbers, maybe that they can finish well. But we'll see.
Yeah, definitely. Storm definitely feeling the hype off of the back-to-back complex clutches. No question about it. Gillen Crush is able to take down Redeem. Speaking of the CT side op not having any impact, there it goes, ringing out, taking down the best player on Nekomatas this game. So
Yeah.
Nekomatas are definitely going to feel that sting this round, and it's going to take, you know, an individual step up from all 4 players to be able to carry that weight that Redeemed was really carrying. So Redeemed being taken out of that round is not good at all. Papa Cap is just going to tuck, and I don't think he's getting cleared. He is getting cleared, but Mike's going to second guess it, look away from it. Does get traded out by Tugglebub, and SplatX does find Cure. So Cure's taken out of the round. Complex is still alive.
But this rotates so fast. This rotates so fast. They already go down in this pit position.
Oh,
Tuggle's gonna get one.
Oh, this
Can they find the second? Do they think about the second? No. Spidey's gonna get it. Panic's gonna go down after as well.
Tugglebub on 1 HP just isn't able to do anything. So, oh man, it's just falling apart. Nekomatas, a couple of rounds now, they've gotten onto the site and either have been close to getting the bomb down or gotten the bomb down, and it just falls apart at the seams as they, you know, not even just post-plant, but like during the plant and the post-plant situation. It just kind of seems like it's been falling apart these past couple of rounds for them.
Yeah, that one is a bit more understandable. I think it's really hard to expect the rotate to already be there right after that contact gets made. So it's kind of hard to expect that you think you get 3, and if you're, you know, generally looking at overpass, you're thinking that's probably all there's got to be. So it is a bit more understandable, but still just difficult and frustrating to feel like you cannot get these bomb plants to go the way you want. Oh, Papa gonna instantly take out Tugglebub. What a shot, too.
Yeah, fantastic from them. Only plus side from them is there are 2 players in Con, and there are 2 players, or 1 player B. Excuse me.
NX getting both.
Con players, okay. Good find from NX. Spidey is up here. They know Spidey is here. Spidey gonna fall back, so we have that B player, that graffiti player rotating up towards A right now to come help Spidey on this rotate. So we're gonna have Cure and Spidey in this hold. Complex gonna be sitting monster. Complex should rotate any time now, and here he comes.
And it seems like they spotted out most of these, so they know this truck player, but Spidey gonna get one.
Not able to see him. And Spidey
second.
2. Cure is
just got out of the smoke.
Cure is found though. Now it's Complex.
Now they're wary of this flank, but now they still have to get this bomb down. They have 40 seconds, so they have time to work with.
And Complex, man, he's had some serious clutches.
Oh, they tried to bait out Complex there, but Complex is going to know that it's not on that site.
Oh, and Complex, they're able to shut down Complex. Good post plant, good way to not panic. Massive double from NX there, able to open up what was almost a disastrous round for them. So good job from Nekomatas. If they are able to take this next round, not too bad. Not too bad at all.
And I think there the post plant felt a lot better. You can see while it is risky, Mike actually getting down instantly into that bank, like behind bank position, getting deep into the CT spawn. You can know, okay, we know that this is clear, so he's either on site, which makes him worried about playing around that smoke rather than just kind of running off into the distance. I think they're finally able to like get their post plant and not catch these bad timings. But we'll see if they can get out. And they get short again.
Yeah, NX very quick, able to beat out that molly and put some spam down. Nobody's going to be there for the spam, but this control is very important. Mike and NX are already here. They know that there's nobody short. So, you know, this control very, very important and very, very nice for them to have so early on in the round.
Pure and Complex Con also cleared out here. I think they also cleared through Con, because I think Mike ran out through Con, and now they have Con. They've locked them into the sites.
And this looks like a B hit. Tugglebub. Spidey gets some. Tugglebub almost with a very, very nice timing. Not able to find it though. Does get spotted out.
Mike's gonna see one behind the box.
Mike knows he's there, but isn't able to do anything. You can't, but Redeem finds Cure, and Redeem finds Spidey. So there's just one more on this site for them to worry about. They're water. They don't know he's here yet. Worried about it. Now they know he's here, and Complex is taken down 2v3. Good take. Interesting molly there. Papa Cap is able to take down Mike, and X and SplatX.
Yeah, they know where one is, so this is they gotta know the other was either heaven. Like this is doable for them, and I think it's heal and crush. They know it's the op. They're in really good positions here. I think this is a really good crossfire. If they can just have Annex take this contact and then swing out, but it can be scary.
Annex NX is going to find.
There you go.
That was beautiful. NX throwing that smoke down, and you know that actually is a pretty nice smoke. NX is able to work around that smoke, and Healing Crush isn't able to do anything. And
there it is.
Find that kill. NX with 2 pretty impactful rounds back to back. So great to see that from him. That's what you want to see from your bottom fragger right there, especially in OT. Massive double kill back to back for NX there. One to open up the round and one to close it.
Yep.
Very, very impressive here from the Nekomatas to keep their mental in game, especially after, you know, having that half end like that. Keeping their mental in check this game was huge for them. So we're going back to the CT side for them, though. And this is where we saw some trouble. So we're going to see if maybe now that they've had a chance to heat up, that their CT side is a little bit better.
It is important to note because it's overpass. Like you said, you're looking like 10-5, 11-4 is what you look at. And it's very CT sided. They did get those 2 on T. So this is like, if you're Nekomatas, you're feeling poised. Like you really can't get much better on overpass to get 2 on this overtime. Like you could get 3 obviously, but this is about as good as you can want. So if you're Nekomatas, this feels like it's your time.
Yeah, definitely. You got to be feeling good after taking 2 reps
setup
on the T side. I like it as well, but Mike is taken down to 50 HP. Good nade from Storm to take Mike down to half HP. Good setup from Storm as well, clearing out Con early. No short control, but they don't need it. Con is clear. Now they're going to be working up Fountains and Party, trying to clear Divider and front bathroom.
Yep, and you have Tugglebub now on that op, holding down this long position. So they know long's clear. Banana's a bit more scary, but it looks like they're... I don't know what Annex is doing. I wonder if they're rotating down.
Were they boosted?
Yeah. No. So Annex is over in heaven here. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And to me, it looked like Annex was boosted over the gate, maybe to watch like bathroom or something like that. But he wasn't. Annex jump spotting, doesn't see anything bottom con, and there's not going to be anything bottom con. Good molly.
They're going to hear that tick.
They hear that tick.
Oh no!
Gosh,
the lineup.
Yeah, wow, disastrous lineup for them. NX, the only form of resistance here, but resistance is almost futile in a situation like this. Trying to find something, trying to find anything, but CTs are locked out of this, and you know, you've got some money, so it doesn't hurt you to go for this, but this is almost just an instant save call, you know?
Oh, redeemed, picking up one through the grate there with some spam.
Please, what the hell? What?
It looks like they're going for it, but they're in a lot of hard to dislodge spots here.
Yeah, and that was just oof. You know, good kill from Redeemed. You know, poisoning them to go into that. Absolutely nutty lineup from him. I need to see that clip, so somebody please clip that for me.
I'm not sure if it was even lined up. I think he might have just been spamming the fence and just picked up a free kill. I would have to double check, but I wonder if he's trying to clear out that like behind dumpster spot.
I thought he got the kill from like a lineup in bank somewhere. Like he just lined it up through the floor or something.
No, I think it's the fence. But yeah, it's still a good one. Still a good pickup here. And again, we're seeing this heavy fountain control come out. And it looks like Splat's a little worried about going into con. They're gonna hear.
I'm still convinced the Nekomatas are cheating.
And they don't want to give out this front bath. Ooh,
nice kill on the complex. Good name from Splatix. Good move. Massive front bathroom hold from there. Questionable nade coming out from Splatix, but he is able to pull out his gun in time, able to kill that player as he's running through the smoke. So
to be fair, yeah, it's a little unfortunate. It's a weird timing thing, and I think it is. I will give him a little bit of benefit of he just tossed down the smoke. And I'm not saying I expect people to run through the top con smoke, but it does work out. So, yeah, definitely a little questionable, but understandable in the least.
No, arguably more questionable would be the push through the smoke there. I understand what he was trying to do, but you're not Stewie 2K, right? You gotta understand where your boundaries are, and pushing through a smoke like that. I understand you're trying to trade your teammates out, but you don't know how many people are front bathrooms, and I just don't know if that was the right decision there. So, you know, questionable nade, but also a very questionable push through the smoke. So I do understand why he was caught out as much as he was.
I think here, you see this one way going down.
Yeah, one way.
This is the Tugglebub Classic. This is another. I know he loves these.
Storm.
So they're gonna confirm now. They know it's this A site, but they thought it was gonna be B. Annex was already gone when this is coming through. Oh no! No!
Oh
Tuggle
man,
getting a
did he
knife
get
because
a
he was sitting
knife?
on the one way. He was sitting on top of Dice and gets the knife on the one way.
Tuggle
Oh.
with disrespect.
Oh no. I
Oh
need
my
a clip of
God.
that one. I was not looking at it. I was looking at the map, watching this, calling out these rotates being out of position. And yeah, I think Tuggle was sitting on the one-way smoke on top of Dice, and I don't think they cleared it. And when the bomb started going down, he just jumped down and knifed and got the free knife kill.
Yeah,
Oh
totally.
wow.
So Nekomatas, first
Match
double
point.
OT, match point here, able to take it. So let's see if they are able to put the final nail in this coffin here and take us to map 3. Storm with another very, very, very default setup. 1 in con, 1 towards B, 3 towards Fountain. Very, very common overpass setup for the T side here. And they're taking it slow, and I like this from Storm. I really, really do. They're slowing it down. Especially on the last round, they got torn up, trying to take that fast pace from Bathrooms control. So now trying to slow it down, maybe catch them off. But I also like this counter from Nekomatas. Last round we saw them front Bathrooms, and now they're all the way back on site. So definitely playing this a little different, and I love to see it. Pugglebub still holding on to the op. NX here to put up some kind of resistance along with Splat X. Good mollies.
I don't know what that molly is. I feel like that had to be wrong.
Too early. Redeem might get caught out here, and he does. Redeem does get caught out by Cure. NX dead to heal and crush. Mike's going to throw this molly down to try and stop a B push, and they are coming B. So Mike is in a spot, but he's not going to be ready.
Spotted.
Spidey spot him out. Yeah, and Spidey's going to kill him. Mike is not ready for this, but Mike does get behind water. Yeah.
Almost gets it.
Yeah, Mike was in no world was Mike ever ready for that. Now this is going to be a tough ask here from Pugglebub and SplatX, but we might see something. Just shy of a miracle here. They're able to pull this off. Pugglebub
It
looking
looks
for a
maybe
mistake.
doable. There's very few people on site, so if they're able to make it onto site here, it could be something that they could piece together. But it's kind of hard. There's so many spots you have to clear.
Yeah,
it can be so tough. There's just so many long angles.
Yeah,
that's unfortunate.
Double OT we go. Man, what a map this has been so far, and what a map it'll probably continue to be. Both teams very, very even.
All maps so far been pretty close in all respects. I think there is unfortunate because Nekomatas almost closing the door on. I think if Redeemed gets that kill and locks down Con, I think that just closes the door on Storm up into A, or they have to go all the way around the world to get back. And I think that's like the deciding kill there, and it's so hard to recover from that. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, definitely. That fight was super important there for Redeemed, and Redeemed unfortunately just got caught off by Cure. Cure able to get the best of him, and like you said, that fight decided the round. It 100% did. That fight was, if Redeemed had won that fight, there's a good chance that Storm end up losing that round because of that con control that Redeemed would have had. But here we go. Nekomatas electing to go with an aggressive Fountain setup.
Good opening.
Shot from Pugglebub. Massive shot, able to put Cure down into the grave early. Top fragger down. So that's a good sign from them. Massive kill from Pugglebub.
Yeah, and the smoke's down. It's dissuading any sort of early party control.
Look what he's doing. He wants to peek long. He wants it. He's feeling himself right now, and I love to see this. Love to see it.
There it is.
Able to take a second kill. You love this. You love to see when your opper is confident and is able to get flashy kills like that, and is not scared to reaggress on more parts of the map. Now Pugglebub is able to fall back on site, and Storm is going to be scared of him. And they should be every right. Got to kill in con. Got to kill in long. He's everywhere. He's like simple. He's just everywhere on the map, and you don't know where he's going to be next. So now Storm are in this very, very scary situation, and Nekomatas in a fantastic situation. Massive round from him already.
Yep, I think if they can continue to keep this pressure with the op, I think this is kind of what both teams have lacked on their CT side, and kind of what makes Overpass so scary is this ability to just reaggress, and because there's so much space on the CTs to work, be able to move yourself around. I think just getting you saw him opens up in con, kind of just runs right back out, runs wide over to long, just scoped in, walks up long, gets the pick there, and you can just continuously do that on this map. There's so much space on the CTs. If you manage to just take some space away from the Ts to work with, it can feel very but this fake's already gonna get called out. Mike's gonna pick up the easy double as I'm finishing my thought, and that should be the round.
Third. Never mind.
Oh, goes for the gun.
Goes for the gun. Spidey trying to make a name for himself. That's not. Oh, did he die after time?
I'm not sure. That's a question mark. And it looks like they're gonna go for this double op setup as well. I wonder if Redeem's gonna take this.
Who is that? Spidey? Yeah, he did. I'm pretty sure he did die after time.
Yeah.
Or no, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He has money. He's fine. Yeah. He did not die after time. The clock was running a little bit low, but Spidey knows he needs to sit there and fight that and die before that timer runs out. Good call from him, but a great round from the Nekomatas, and we have a double op, Redeemed and Tugglebub. Yeah,
a little bit of nade juggling gone wrong there. I think Redeemed trying to get something, but looks like they're gonna do this double op, but they're gonna do a B pop here. Mike needs another. Gets two.
And so much damage already done.
Wow, yeah. This might be the clincher here. If they can get 2 or even 3 on this, not as much damage as I thought on that nade. Bigger on the world flank, but they have all this time. They have 4 versus 3. There's a lot of damage put down.
If this flank takes, who is that? Tugglebub? If Tugglebub takes his time, he's good. Yeah, Tugglebub's able to find bottle cap. Complex is low. Now it's on to Complex and Spidey. They have to do it all in this 2v4, and they're not going to be able to. But Complex, go up, wait a minute. Complex up. Oh, never mind. Okay. Nail in the coffin right there. Got a little bit scary. Complex and Spidey able to put up a nice resistance, but overall the numbers do win. SplatX and NX able to close that round out and put together a convincing 2 rounds in a row on this CT side.
Yeah, and I think especially if we see this third come out on the Nekomatas, this might be the opening they need to finally clinch this map out. I think again, we've already talked about it so much in the series, the CT side kind of being the weakness of both teams. At least in this series, I can't say overall, but in this series, the CT side has kind of been the bane. So if they can get 3 in a row on the CT side, that might be their opening.
100%, they are in a fantastic spot, and they would just need 1 T-side round.
Double Molly coming in here for this opening. Oh, the 1 Molly misses. Oh my gosh, but so much damage. Look at that. That's 4 players now dinkable, just 1 tappable with that M4.
Yeah, wow.
That's huge.
You know, that is a massive util, and you start to see, you know, we talked about it before this game. Nekomatas definitely. Oh, camera falling over.
Camera falling. But...
Nekomatas is definitely having a better util rating than most of the teams in their tiers, and you're starting to see that come out. A lot of these rounds, Nekomatas have been crushing it with the util damage. And yeah, Cure trying to work his way up long bathrooms right here, or banana bathrooms, and the rest of his team is long. Now I can't tell where NX is. NX might be in bank. Yeah, so it looks like 4A. SplatX and them in a good position to stop this, but they are flashed. SplatX is not going to be able to get anything. Healing Crush gets the double. SplatX and Mike's dead. Yeah, Healing Crush, fantastic take from them. Redeemed is able to take down Papa Cap. So suddenly the advantage not so big. NX does spot out the feet. No, there's 1 truck, and this
Bomb's still not down.
Coming in nice. Yeah, there goes Bomb. As we talk about it, Tugglebub does spot him out.
Down.
Oh, Tugglebub, if NX is able to get that kill there, then we start talking. Then we start thinking about this round.
Yep.
Unfortunately, nothing able to come in that from the Nekomatas. Tugglebub going to be put down quite quickly. And another 2-1. You know, just like both of the halves were from last OT. So...
Yep. Well, this is in the other direction. This is 2-1 in the other direction. So note the last half, both sides were 2 on T side. So this is why I said this is sort of where the opening comes. If we keep the same records on both ends, this could be the decider to get Nekomatas to finish out this half. If they can do their 2-1 again, that'll get them the round. However, it is a big ask. Again, it's overpass, and T side tends to be a little more tricky to get those executions on. So we'll see if they can actually close it out and keep that consistency going.
Yeah, definitely.
I kind of want to see some pace, though, from Nekomatas. I think we saw at the end of their T side that was doing so much work for them, and I think that they can just mix in... Oh, Healing Crush taking a lot of damage from something. I think it was a knife or a fall.
Oh, and there he goes.
And there's 2 openings.
SplatX kills Cure as well, and now they know that there's just 1 here on this bomb site. It's not complex, but it is Spidey. This bomb is going to go down. Spidey playing from this position is able to get 1 kill. Trying to fight for his life here, but he's not able to do anything. And put it down to Redeem. Papa down, and Splat-X puts Complex down. Convincing hit from Nekomatas. They need one more to take us to a third map. And as you said, both of these teams have been able to give us 2 rounds on their T sides. So, you know, Nekomatas obviously hyped up, taking a tactical timeout. Very smart move from them, able to calm things down. Gives me a chance to talk about this. Honestly, again, praise to Tugglebug. He may not be fragging well, but his calls have been amazing all game long. His pace changes, his stack calls, anything like that, his eco calls. Tugglebug is a fantastic IGO. He really, really is.
Yep, I'll sing his praises all day. Tugglebub's been sort of as in the prospect tier for me. He's been helping me out a lot. So I can't say better words in terms of his calling. But again, like I said, I'll give myself bonus points here for calling for the pace change. I think knowing and be like, hey, that's how we finished out the half. You can sometimes feel like they're not going to expect you to just redo that pace change on them. I think that can be the big it can really throw a wrench, and now they have to be worried about this pace change again. You have to be thinking, if you're Storm, you got to think, are they going to go fast on us again? And you can see 4B. Yep, that's like I said, it throws this big wrench, and that gives them all a bath.
All Con is clear now. Con is fully cleared. They are front back, and I guarantee you they already know where this stack is. I 100% guarantee you they know they are stacked towards the B site, and if Healing Crush dies here, then Nekomatas are poised to take another round, but Healing Crush is able to take Mike down, so that's
the execute already coming out, though.
Healing Crush takes 2. Redeem and Mike go down. Healing Crush almost with the 3rd shot. Missing again. A little bit of a scuff nade is going to reposition. Does
it's
get that 3rd kill. Redeemed. Healing Crush.
It's a 4th?
Wow.
Oh, no. And the ace.
So, we go from an op on CT side that has no impact to having all of the impact in a single round, and that's just insane for me. That stack, the Nekomatas had the read, and then Healing Crush is just able to put on one hell of a fucking round to take that to take Nekomatas down and potentially give us triple overtime here on Overpass. But let's see how resilient the Nekomatas can be. Let's see what they do here on this round. Tugglebub has been making some amazing calls, so I just want to see what he calls this round, and it looks like a default 2B, 1 Con, 2 towards Fountain.
And I don't know who it is, but obviously they're Storm. Oh my goodness.
Mike taking short, does not care, but Healing Crush does take Splat-X down, putting that off use.
Healing Crush just locking down long here. I think the big change. Like, you can tell that Healing Crush has found the spot that they feel comfortable on. And if Cure dies.
Oh, Cure gets caught out by Redeem. That is a nice find from Redeemed there. Good find for him, working down Con, able to find that space and kill Cure, knowing that he likes to play around that area in short and in Con a lot. While I'm talking, Boppa Cap is able to take down Tugglebub. So now it's a 3v4. Nekomatas short-handed for their match point.
Yeah, and I wonder where they're going to finish. Good nade
on the mic.
Nice blind nade. It looks like they're setting up to finish B here, which I think if they cut this noise, if they wait a little longer, they might draw the rotate. It looks 100%. Like they want to rotate.
Storm looking like they're questioning themselves. Redeem needs to be careful in this drop, but that util comes out. Now they're going to know. That Molly comes down from short. It is a decent Molly. Redeem is able to take down Papa Cap. Fighting Complex, but is not able to take him down in Annex. Yeah, we go to triple overtime. Goodness gracious, man. These teams just locked into a battle, man. And I thought for sure Nekomatas had it when they were able to take 2 on their CT side there, but then Storm just taking 2 right back from them, man. These teams are so even.
Yep, it's so even. It's so close. They're just it's rough to see, because you think that you hear Nekomatas like, now this is where the mental energy, the stamina is going to start coming to play. You're thinking both these teams got to be tired. Especially if you're Nekomatas, you're thinking, okay, we got to do this just so we can play the 3rd, and we're going to keep going, and it's a long series. You're playing triple OT on map 2. If you're thinking, I got to play one more and close that out too. So this is where we're going to start seeing the mental battle really come into play. As I say that, the camera falls once again, which I know no one can see right now, but it is annoying me.
Nekomatas playing for survival, Storm playing for the win. So Storm definitely have probably the better stamina right now. Nekomatas is realizing,
Yeah.
like you said, sure they can win this map, but then they have to go play a third one, because they did lose their map choice. I did like that play from Heel and Crush, Ambitious there, trying to get himself activated a little bit.
Yep, sadly throwing the one way that kind of one-way smoke a little too high. You need to throw it a little lower, but it was a good attempt. I think that if they'd thrown it properly, it would have resulted in a nice easy kill. But they are able to get down to just to clear this con. So they managed to get this con control, which was a really big problem for them in regulation. And I wonder if they are willing to just kind of commit to something. I really am wondering. I think this is sort of the situation where they do have, it is 3 on B, but 1 is in heaven for this rotate.
Yeah, definitely.
And you can tell they're burning through the CT util. So this might be... This might be the B finish here. Sorry, I keep cutting myself off there. But yes, this looks like we're gearing up for the B finish. So
it does look like we're gearing up for the B finish, and it does look like Storm have a decent read on this. 3 here ready to respond immediately. Calling the rotate over. Cure and Complex with a double, but double right back. Mike and Raheem able to call it back. Spidey taken down by SplatX. Man, these trade kills are just fantastic from both sides. Just a little bit short. Spam damage.
SplatX getting into... getting the kill, but it is against the op.
SplatX in a good spot. Good flash. Ellen Crush going to try and take him to USP town. And SplatX
there we go.
Fantastic hold there. SplatX able to do that.
Yeah.
That kill onto Mike through those boxes was insane. But good job from SplatX, able to keep his cool and able to win that clutch. Massive round from him.
Yeah, really good spam, really good play. Again, it is just showing how locked these two teams are. They're just neck and neck. It's all these rounds are close. Or even when they're not close, it's always like the snapback round instantly comes the other direction, and it's just a duel. I'm really like it is just going to turn into the mental stamina. I'm wondering if we're going to break some CSC overtime records though if this keeps going.
Yeah, I know. This would be insane if it just continues to go. And again, if this continues to go on forever and Nekomatas end up winning this, he gets to a third cap. And Popacap, the util, finds him again. The smoke battle, SplatX and Popacap dueling it out.
SplatX trying to find the door right now. We're seeing this issue. SplatX finally gets the door.
He got it.
But while we've been talking about that, they are on the B side already.
Spidey with the double though.
Tug with a nice little safe plant. I always forget, you can in fact plant there.
Able to keep
that's clear.
Close Spidey is. Good shot from Tugglebug. Good find.
And now it's looking like Nekomatas might get another round here. Oh, good Molly.
Fantastic Molly. Spidey not able to do anything. Yeah, they had to push through that Molly, but now he's trapped. He's definitely dead from these short players here. Yep. Healing Crush left to do it all in a 1v3 situation. Picks up the M4. Is able to get that first kill. Is able to get the second kill. Now it's a 1v1 situation. He has
no time though, I think.
No time. Yeah, no. He doesn't have this round at all. Even if he gets all the kills, that's it. Bomb explodes and he dies here too. Fantastic round from Nekomatas. And if Nekomatas are able to pick up this last round.
Yeah, it is important to note that I don't think that they had time, but again, it's just good to know. I will point out really good patience from Mike to not really panic. Just say, hey, I know you probably don't have time. I'm just gonna wait, and then that confirms that there's just no way that Healing Crush is gonna be able to diffuse that at all. And now that Eco's coming into play, now. You can see Healing Crush is on a scout instead of the op. We're getting a little less util across the board. There's not everyone on kits, so this is where it kind of is. Although I will point out, I'm not liking the fact that we see a lot of head armor coming out, and I wonder if that's part of why their eco is so bad. I just now noticed this. But...
And it might be, yeah, the head armor buy on that CT side sometimes just gets to you. I can understand doing it in regulation, but in overtime, there's almost no reason to buy head armor. You know they're going to come out with AKs and ops every round. They're not going to have Galils and Mac 10s. Ooh,
there's
Pop
a
and
gap.
Cap in a really good position. He'll able to make that scout work, but Pop and Cap reveals his position, and he is going to get reverse cleared, and he should be dead to rights here.
But Cure... What a good nade, open the door.
Popacap isn't dead. Able to find redeemed. NX is able to get that kill back on the Cure. And everything slows down just a little bit. I say that, but they're spamming each other through the wall.
4v2. There is a nice gap here. If Annex is able to get out onto this B site, they might be able to get to finish there.
And
But it looks like they're just going to group up.
Not only is there a nice gap, but Healing Crush and Papa Cap are both low. So both should be very, very easy kills for the T side.
Especially now that, again, this is actually looking doable. You can see here that Tuggabub's about to go into Con. Gonna try to take out Papa Cap. Yeah,
and
looks
if
like we're about to see
Tuggabub
this
finds this kill, he doesn't. Papa Cap is able to kill him.
And that's the bomb.
Yeah, and NX is gonna have to take this fight. NX does kill Papa Cap, so now 1v3 for NX. Not the most favorable of situations.
16 seconds.
Not expecting Spidey there, and Spidey's just able to clean that up really easy. But we do see Nekomatas with another 2 rounds on their T side. So if they can just recreate what they did last OT and pick up 2 more rounds, they take this game and they send us to a 3rd map.
Yeah, I think that is the big. We're back at this just stalemate.
Yeah.
So I just don't know. This is really rough.
Was not ready for the length of this map. I honestly, this overpass has gone on for quite a while. In fact, and if they go on much longer, we will have almost played out 2 full maps of regulation.
Yeah, no, we're getting into the, again, we've kind of harped on it already a little bit, but the regulation, just the mental stamina it starts to just be like, hey, you've played, I know it's a best of 3, but we've played 4 maps of Counter-Strike now, almost.
Good nade, fantastic nade. I think that was from NX there, it was. Good nade from NX and a good setup from them. I like this forward push, but NX does find Cure. Tuggabub trying to fall off the angle. Thinks Veteran gets back into long bathroom, so Tuggabub is safe with that opt-out. Ooh, almost a good shot from Tuggabub.
What a crazy
just
angle.
barely misses the timing, and he should be dead here, but Tuggabub.
Can he get another? Oh no.
Tuggabub is going insane. Dude, just put an op in his hand every round, please. Tuggabub, man, as soon as we decide to talk crap about these CT side ops, they come up big. Dude, wow.
And is able to clear out. That's huge. Not only getting those kills, which is impressive in and of itself, but now they've cleared out. You can see over here that Mike and Redeemed just set up on this boost, and now being in a 4v2, they have all this space. They know they're locked into either deep, long, or right here, Party, you can see is actually where Storm is. And that's gigantic.
And look at Tuggabub taking the space back. I love it. And what a good job. I want to point it out while I've got time to point it out while they're running B right now. Spladex being the best teammate, running up and helping his opper get out of long bathrooms and able to keep that op alive is so huge from the massive team play here from the Nekomatas. We are seeing a B hit here. Spidey and Healing Crush going to be trying to take the B site. But
Good attempt at a counter
take down Healing Crush, and Mike does take down Spidey. So,
Deadly Crossfire.
Nekomatas, 1 round away from
and we are back here again.
The map of Storm.
Ooh, this has been the tail of this map. It's always Nekomatas just right there, right? So close.
Just to not able to finish it. Now, are they able to finish it here?
Let's hope. I hope so. I need to go get some water. My voice is going down. And you're talking more than I am, so.
No, I definitely do as well. Mouth's a little parched, a little dry right now. I can definitely use a water break right now. So Nekomatas, please send us to map 3.
Playing a little dangerous here outside on Daft.
Nate's a little effective.
Hitting something.
Yeah, it does get a little damage for his trouble. Tuggabub relentless on this long angle, by the way, and I think it's gonna pay off. He might get this pick here. I believe it's onto Cure. So if Cure decides, but Cure thinks better of it, does go back to Party.
And Spladex holding this flash to help retreat on the after the contact.
And
Storm's setting up what looks to just be some fake presence, but again, the fake is walking into the stack. I think they're just trying to say, we're going to push all the sites at once, both sites at once, we're going to see what we can get.
Cure able to find that kill on by Tuggabub. I did not see what happened there, but and then Healing Crush takes down Redeem on the B site. Bonnie is going A where 2 players are.
That's sort of the issue. I mean, I get the point of it, but
Slice,
really
and
good
Annex
setup.
putting up a resistance. Complex is able to find. Oh, and Annex so smart. What a fantastic decision. But Mike is dead here. Dead to rights. No one's expecting that. Yeah, Hail and Crush has. No one's expecting Hail and Crush to still be there. And Annex almost putting up such a good fight there. Not able to get that second kill, man. And I'd be absolutely tilted if I was Mike right now. Hail and Crush still on B while his team is trying to push A. I would be absolutely on fire right now. I cannot even describe how mad I would be right now. Hail and Crush, good play by him. Unfortunate for Mike to get caught out like that.
Yeah,
here we go.
Now we're back to it again. This is for 4 OTs. We're getting up there, but yeah, again, we're gonna see. It looks like we're gonna see a monster peak from the op here. Yep, Tug's just set up on that monster angle, looking to get set up, and I think they're just gonna try to post Tug up and then have. Well, I'm not really sure what's going on now.
A little aggressive. I thought they were gonna push it for a second. Tuggle.
Well, here on this op, you don't want to. Oh, I think Redeemed is here to help cover this left side. Oh, they're gonna push this.
Oh, this could be so good, or this could be so bad.
They have to know that if there's anyone here, it's on this left side.
Yeah,
good wide peek. There you go.
Fantastic clear by Redeem to take out Spidey there. Now they have the man advantage. Now Nekomatas just need to sit here and they need to play it safe. They have a good setup. They have a good position. They just need to play their cards right. And while I say that, Tugglebub is taken down to 22 HP, but he has the gun in his hands for being low. 22 with an op in his hands. He's had some good plays here. So Tugglebub still might be able to find some impact on this round here. Now it looks like they're setting up for this A peek. Peeking up Banana right now, trying to clear front dice, trying to clear sight. Nade looks like it's destined for greatness.
Hard to see, but yeah, I was about to say, I think it becomes a little tricky because once Tug gets the contact in con, they know they're up on A, and this is them kind of calling it off and saying, hey, we're just gonna rotate down. We're gonna set up for this B finish, and we'll see what we can do here. So we're looking at a B finish. It looks like the rotates are now coming in. So yep, we're back on the B stack. Redeemed
needs to get a kill here. Redeemed 100% needs to get a kill here. Oh, but there's no time. Time is low. Storm is going to be able to get that bomb down. Redeemed is taken down. Annex does find Cure. Massive kill for Annex. 4v3. Now slow it down. Slow it down, Nekomatas. Oh, Yell and Crush with a good spray on the mic and knows that there's another heaven. Is able to call that out. Flash goes Heal and Crush. Splat-X with a good kill on a Papa Cat. Heal and Crush is down. No Complex in a 1v2. Complex with another clutch.
We're going to 4.
We get 4.
All right. Overpass, not disappointing. We're on 4 OTs now.
Gosh.
Okay. Yeah.
4 OTs, 48 rounds in total, 18 more than regulation is supposed to go.
Oh man.
Gosh.
So this is we're getting really deep into, again, we're going to keep stressing it because it's actually becoming a real factor. The mental game is becoming a bigger and bigger deal. Again, if you're Storm, you have to feel good about winning the clutch to just barely take you into 4. You have to give them the leg up in the mental wars here solely just because they are not playing to go to another. I think we're getting a technical / let's get up and use the restroom. Let's get water, anything to play, like a player break here. Because when you go to 4 OTs, we've been on the same map for almost 2 hours now, or an hour and a half.
Yeah,
minimum.
This has been a very long, and they've got a tech pause going on. So I'm gonna take this moment to grab a bottle of water because
yes, I think I will join you.
Parched. This has been an insane half.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab some water real quick. So if I have to get up though to do it, so if I shall return forthwith.
Yep.